what, mate?
You what?
You what?
You what, mate?
What?
Hello, we're live.
We're live.
Yay.
Wait, go back to
at
starting
this
scene and
point,
come back again.
I'm sorry, the wit is
Restart.
gone. Welcome to Water Under the Bridge, Pathfinder, blah blah, second edition,
Wow.
old adventurers modules, blah blah blah. You know the shtick at this point.
Oh, it was so good.
No.
Banter, I guess.
Banter.
While I
Show
add
off
all
your
of
mug
y'all's-
again. It's
Yeah.
so cute.
I got this super cute mug.
Yeah, check out that cute mug. You know,
Yeah. Guess who
it's
designed it?
Marco.
That's very cute.
You'll never guess who.
I think
Was
it
Is that
was-
Marco doing finger guns?
It was me,
Finger
you
guns, yeah.
fuckheads.
I feel like Esco was spoiled on that. Did he find
Yeah.
out?
He wasn't. He
Nope.
never found out.
Oh,
Nope.
we
It was
just got a
really
load of
difficult.
heroic help. I don't know if that's already.
I'm
mentioned.
already applying it.
Okay, cool.
I've been. That's what I'm doing while you guys
Heroic help.
hopefully.
Yay!
Yeah, I couldn't
We
hear you
need
guys
it.
when that was mentioned. I need heroic help for OBS.
Can you transfer
Honestly.
it to that?
I think OBS in general just needs some heroic help.
Remember to
Yeah.
pick up your hero points, guys.
Ooh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
one Marco just got's pretty neat. I like it.
Oh yeah. Let me look at my stuff.
I've got some good stuff. I've got one that's called Surge of Speed. Just what I need because I'm so slow. And we can trade too, don't forget.
Please do.
Bless you.
Okay, all those have been added. Seems like banter's a little dry today. Is it because we had the double false start?
It's because we spoke
everyone
for
sort of-
20 minutes before we went live.
Yeah, and then
All
we didn't go
knackered out
live
now.
when we went live.
Uh,
Yeah, I get it. It's okay. It's okay. You guys,
Bloody
listen. Last week you
pre-
guys took
pre-show,
like a in-character breather. Why not
Okay.
a little?
Out of
How
character,
about,
really.
in honor of the new mug for Nexo, everyone do a mug shot / cup shot, whatever you've got. Go.
But mine's very boring.
I'm trying to
Excellent.
hide labels so I don't get in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
It's a T.
Done. Nailed it. Banter over. Let's go.
All right. Music today
Wait.
was provided by Michael Gelfi Studios, Tabletop
What?
RPG Music, and McRow Music. What?
What?
I just wanted to let you guys know the name of my drink is called Vampire Slayer. Okay, continue.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Where's the real Ava?
It's called Vampire
It's
Slayer.
clearly
It's
not
on
Dr.
print.
Pepper. So what the hell is going on here?
It's an energy drink.
hate Dr. Pepper.
Other cola types are available.
You hate
Listen,
Dr. Pepper?
I'm pretty
No, no,
sure.
no.
Yeah, it
given
tastes
a choice
friggin'
between any other
horrible.
human being on the planet's life and getting a Dr. Pepper, Ava will save the Dr. Pepper.
You don't like fizzy medicine?
I
don't
choose
know.
the human.
It
Okay,
listen
wait.
like,
No, not any human. I would save everybody here over Dr.
Thank you.
Pepper, but
I'm
then I
worth
would
more than a
remind
Dr.
them for
Pepper.
the rest of our lives that I chose them over the Dr. Pepper.
So you'd probably
I'm okay with
guilt
that.
trip them and milk them for more Dr. Pepper for you anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will never be
Kids,
that one specific
get
Dr.
you
Pepper.
someone who looks at you the way Ava looks at Dr. Pepper. Anyway.
I can't even.
All right, let's
Start
get
the game.
started.
Okay,
All
I'll
right,
run the
back to the
intro.
We're back, I'm sure.
We're back.
And you can hear us again?
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hello?
Okay,
Yes.
I was like, uh-oh, that's not a good sign.
Unless you
like
have a
you
delegate,
asshole.
So let me just change our tune a little bit as we're back. Let's recap. Our party of adventurers, the Valkyrie, are currently in a desert settlement called the Oasis of the White Palm, where you've gotten involved in a little bit of an intrigue. The older son of the Sheik, was to be married to the Princess Shadala until she vanished. You stepped in to investigate this, to try to find her, to maybe find a clue to your greater goal of stopping the rise of the dark Ifrit Calatharius, who someone let out of the bottle. Could be, pointing fingers. There's plenty
That's
of
fair.
blame you could put on plenty of people.
Yeah.
Who can say
Mariziel did it.
whose fault it actually
I agree.
is? It's your fault.
Mariziel did it.
You have determined that the princess isn't in the Oasis anymore. That the slavers who were operating here in secret didn't take her, though you shut them down. That the cultists of Set operating in secret here didn't take her, but you shut them down too.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
Who's next? Gotta shut them all down.
Rescuing one of the prisoners of the slavers, you were told that there's a good chance the Ifrit already has her, and that she's been taken to the source of the evil undead Malatath assailing this area. A dark amphitheater, a forbidden place where any who tread never return. You've been given directions to this place, and in the meantime, you've taken some time to fortify, to recuperate, to upgrade your equipment, and to really just ensure you're ready. After a bit of shopping in the bazaar, most of you got kind of drunk and unwound a little bit. In the process, learning something of each other. Most of each other.
And of ourselves.
Oh my.
And of yourselves, I guess. Where we pick up, it's night. It's late night. I believe everyone was getting ready for bed. Cora was looking to speak with Junko. And Junko had seemed a little reticent, but since Junko's actually here now, it's been a few minutes. Cora kind of like, from not having gotten her conversation. Junko, do you think you would talk to her tonight after all, or do you think you'd wait until morning?
I would, yeah.
Those were both yes questions. Which you would which?
I would talk to her.
Okay, got it. Okay. Then the scene is yours.
I apologize. Where's Cora? Is she just in the tent with me?
You both are in your. Hang on. Why don't I move you all to y'all's tent?
Yeah, let's remember I wasn't here last week, so I don't know where everybody's
Cora,
located.
Do you have the map for my
assuming-
tent, Askel?
Your tent is just outside and is about 10 feet by 10 feet.
Cora would
I've-
be like tucking in people who are like passed out, so probably Medora
Correct.
and Kyra.
I was assuming that Medora had just gone out to talk to Marco when you did this.
It could be.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm good.
If we
Whatever.
we were outside.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah,
And
Cora's like
if
tucking
Ifri's off
Key in.
by himself, definitely
Ifri
not having a
asleep?
really upsetting conversation.
Oh right.
Oh wow, this is
Here,
a
let me
lot of
tuck you in,
tent.
E3. Why are you making that face, E3? Go to bed. But yeah, Cora's like tucking Key in. Get his pillows all set, like, here you go.
Scenes you
All
choose.
the tokens all moving around. Okay.
Yeah, everyone's just
Flying.
skedaddling
Getting out
out.
the way.
Yeah, like, run away!
Just
So it's
Bloody
actually in
glance.
Junko's court, since you were the one who initially was
Uh,
like, "Not right now, Cora."
You wanted to talk to me, Cora?
Oh,
I'll pull down my mask.
you scared me. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Oh, sorry, Ithri. Ithri's in there. Let's go over here. Ithri's like, ugh.
I'm just gonna look at
Uh.
Cora. It's a tent. People could listen in anyway.
No, but I'll be honest. I didn't really have anything specific I wanted to talk to you about. You just didn't do a lot of talking today, and I thought
Oh,
you might want to, if you had anything you wanted to say, you could tell me.
oh, uh, uh.
checks notes.
No, it's not even checks notes. It's like Juko doesn't like being put on the spot. No, sorry I left earlier. The weight of gods is very touchy.
I understood. I mean, it's kind of a heavy subject for a lot of us, but especially you, so that makes sense.
It's. I think I told someone before, but after this, I'd like to go to Corvania. There are things there that would potentially help my predicament.
When we're done in the desert, you want to go to Corvania? They could.
Yes.
Can he hear us like any time or?
I would assume.
Oh. I guess I shouldn't say. I'll speak in code.
But there's also other gods.
To
Hippo?
no, not to remove the angry hippo from the pond that it's in, we can go to Corvania. Who in Corvania could help us with that?
It is a long shot, and it would be illegal, I think, to acquire.
Oh,
I cannot
like drugs?
tell
Illegal
you.
drugs?
No, just
Is it gonna hurt you?
I don't care if it does. Ravik doesn't speak to me. My home country is falling. My home isn't actually a home, and I'm bound to a devil. So, what choice do I have?
Is it because of the angry hippo that he doesn't talk to you anymore?
No. He kept telling me that I knew what to do, and I think Ravik had more faith in me than I do. If you
Well,
could be a queen, would you do it? Hypothetically? An empress?
You mean like in Saragarda?
Yeah.
I don't really want to, but at the same time, I guess if that's what's needed, I feel like I could help a lot more people that way. No, that's what my dad wanted me to do. And I think what my mom wanted me to do too. But
I think me giving up the bloodline to you would fix a lot of problems. And I don't want to put all the responsibility on you, but I would be your sword. I would help you.
I think it's more complicated than that.
Obviously, it's just I can't do it if I'm bound. Oh. Those people deserve better.
I
And
think you
you're
deserve better too.
Oh, Cora, you're the biggest light in my life. I see a kinship and a way back to the light. Maybe Revek would help. So just don't
She's
want you
gonna-
to feel like me.
She's gonna take your hands in her hands.
The Nephilim talk is real right now, guys.
I feel it with you too. I feel like we're almost two sides of the same person sometimes.
Light and dark.
You know, my name means sun, right?
It
And I
was
know
not
what-
lost on me.
And I know what your name means. And you know, you can't have the light without the dark, and you can't have the dark without the light. When we're all done and we get Ayus out of you, we can talk more about what to do with Archael and Saragarda and that stuff.
Yeah. But I do need to go to Corvania for those things.
Are they gonna try to... The people who trained you, are they gonna be mad at you? Are they gonna welcome you back?
Asko, would they?
There's not super precedent here. Normally, they would. You'd be facing court martials if you were lucky, but you also saved your entire team's lives very recently in an act of self-sacrifice that could contradict the very court martial. Also, because those two nations are now at war, it's hard to say. It would really come down to who made the decision and how they were feeling that morning.
It depends. You do good, you do bad. Depends who hates me, who doesn't.
No, we haven't talked about him in a while. But the hungry hippo, I think, is playing a role in influencing things. We know he was talking to Archael.
He was there.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Yeah, my father decided Saragarda was going to worship a hippo.
Yeah. So...
Quick, if I may cut in with a quick addendum.
He's not
Technically, Archael is still the one who's worshipped. The role of the Devourer was never said publicly. It was the Archon Abel. He's like the court advisor, the most trusted
But we all know
prophet,
that to be
basically. They're referring to him as a prophet. He's, in essence, he is the Messiah to the god Archael, if that makes sense. Which is worse. They sort of, they combined. Just a quick note. because I know that
But
got a little
it's-
confusing, and it's a long time ago that we.
Yeah. There's a lot of pressure.
I'll go with you wherever you need to go. If you need to go to Corvania. I'm sure Medora would too.
I think Medora would love and hate Corvania.
I've never been, so. I don't think Marco likes Corvania.
No, but that's because he is a loose bastard.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I felt that. Jeez.
Andalonians are kind of like whores to us. Good food.
That's very rude.
Why do I get the feeling that this is the moment that Medora would be coming back to get the books and is just like,
Excuse me.
oh, don't mind me. No, hang on.
Are you sure she's over there and not just like going to the other side of the tent?
It's
to
okay.
Listen.
It's okay.
Medora,
Oh,
you
she's
can
actually
sit
having
with
a
us.
conversation with Marco.
Yeah, this is simultaneous. So they're preoccupied. Though Marco might have that Obi-Wan moment where he just something
just-
terrible has happened.
I complimented the food.
Like Medora's
Yeah.
just snuck in. It's like, this is for Marco. Don't worry, I'll be back in a minute. Just walks out.
Junko, you should be more just everyone has their own cultures and way of doing things.
Is spreading your legs one of them?
Yes. To some.
As close
think-
as we are right now, and we're like sitting really close together, this is kind of taboo.
Oh. She'll scoot back.
Little
See,
further.
even
Junko
I
starts
didn't
playing with her.
I didn't know that either. So
Display of affection and is very frowned upon, but that's only because Key's here right now.
does that mean every time I gave you a hug you frowned at me under your mask?
I liked it, but my culture.
But you frowned about it?
I liked it, but it was like all the times now Junko is happy, but she would have been more like shifty eyes, like who's gonna call her a harlot, you know?
In fairness, it is well known that Junko is always stiff as a board when she gets hugged.
I hugged people back,
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to
but it's
keep
probably
that
more like a
kinda-
robot, like a there.
Other
I'll
hands.
try to keep that in mind from now on.
It's okay. I'm also Sarah Garden.
Well, I think I'm gonna take the first watch. I know things are kind of safe-ish, but I think we should still keep watch.
Make sure you
Okay.
remember to leave a window open.
Shut the fuck
Fuck
up.
off! Fuck off!
These are tents. There's no fucking windows. Hey, do you mind if I just leave this tent open? Let some fresh air in here.
I'm sorry to people who don't get that reference.
Ah, Medora!
No, you're not.
If you guys watch our Friday games, you will.
Okay. So as you guys, is there more you wanted to do tonight? I'm sorry.
I'm just going out here to take watch.
Okay. So as you
Hmm.
as you guys wind down, most of you marginally, if not more so, tipsy. In fact, I'm pretty sure Cora and Junko were the only ones not tipsy, correct?
I think Marco's
Probably.
pretty unaffected by liquor, though.
I was gonna say
True.
Marco could handle his
Tipsy, but
alcohol.
subtly
bought a lot.
tipsy.
Also,
Buzzed
tipsy.
slightly.
also poison resistant.
Mm.
Oh, right. Forgot about that. Yes, poison resistance means I don't think Marco can get tipsy without like some serious booze, like dwarven booze.
Dwarven ale.
Sure. But fun thing, that's why dwarven booze originally is so strong, because old school
Oh,
dwarves have
cool.
poison resistance. You settle in for the evening. And as in various stages, you guys sort of drift off. Most of you. Medora, something keeps you awake.
The Junko.
There's maybe some restless energy, maybe some excitement for the possibilities of the future. I feel like Medora would have left tonight's conversations in a fairly bright mood. Would you agree?
Yes.
Very positive things.
She's not thought too much about what she's just asked of Marco, so
Mm-hmm.
there was no thinking involved.
Well, where is it?
This is
accurate
another
where you
hippogriff,
are,
I swear.
Myth.
What do you mean?
Junko's
got a
just
hippogriff?
meditating when you come in.
Well, when you do come in, you do see that, but also Junko is still even for Junko. And you can see Cora frozen just outside.
I'm dead.
Even the fire in the middle of the tent, that warm cooking fire, is still
He's also dead.
lit but unmoving. No flicker. What do you do?
He walks towards the fire.
There's no warmth.
Puts a hand through it.
Actually stops like a solid object, like you hit glass. And when you bump the fire, you hear a little, and then the tip of flame that you sort of put your hand against cracks and falls. And as it's just moving through the air in slow motion, kind of rotating over,
Grab it.
you grab it before it hits anything. When you look back to where it fell from, you just see this tear, this broken gap in reality, this crack, as it were. And from it, you can sort of see the angles and edges of the other parts of reality, like you're looking through a hole in a backdrop on a stage, and you can just sort of see the different pieces that make up the background. And you can see movement through that. And like an eye, a blue eye just looking through at you.
Is it you?
Is the voice you hear echo back at you through the hole.
You're not going to... It's not you, is it?
Again, the very words you hear echoing you right back to you. And with each word, you can hear further, and you can see little cracks spreading out from it, getting bigger and bigger. And then you hear your own voice before you speak something say, I am you.
I am
And
you?
as it says that, the cracks spread out across this entire thing like you're in a terrible glass sculpture that is starting to break. You see a crack right across Junko. You see Cora's waist like sort of separate from the upper torso of her body, like two pieces that were here just sort of move to like this. You see, and throughout everywhere you look, you see these cracks, these distortions.
You said there would come a time. Is this it?
There's no echo this time, but you can see, as the hole is widening, your own face. And as she blinks, everything just sort of shatters and falls onto the ground, leaving you standing in this open void with pieces of reality just lying on the ground everywhere you look, like shards of glass. And in each shard you can see color, silken tapestries, wooden boxes. You see a little bit of Ithri's hammer. You can see about a third of Junko's face laying on the ground just staring at you. But about 5 feet from you, in the same posture as you, is you. Exactly the same, looking at you. But she moves, whereas you don't. She turns and reaches to like shift some of the silk that you wear. And as she's doing this, you are aware of your heart pounding in your chest. Like, you don't even know why. Adrenaline is firing. You don't feel danger. Or even fear, per se. This just feels immense. The figure, you, reveals something on her shoulder, down her back a little bit, toward the side.
I try to move, and
You can feel. You already know what's there. After all, you kind of paid a mint for this one. It's a tattoo. It's a older tattoo. Not your first, but probably the most expensive one you ever got. And would you say your favorite? Definitely had the
joined
most
with the
work.
one that saved their life. Joined with the wave.
Second favorite, then. It's a tattoo of an octopus. Very detailed, very stylized. But as you turn to show you this, I love pronouns, you see that this tattoo is different from yours. And yet it's the same. But it was stylized in a different position. It's turned. And as you just look at this and sort of like, wait, that's not quite right. The
Should have been on
tattoo.
my hip. That was
Yeah,
where it
yours,
was
I
when
believe
got
that's
it.
correct. I believe yours is on your. Indeed. It opens an eye on her shoulder. The tattoo octopus suddenly opens its eye and is looking at you with that. If you've ever seen what an octopus eye looks like, they're kind of off-putting. They're very alien. And as it looks at you, this heartbeat you've been aware of this entire moment, you feel your heart rate intensifying, pounding harder and harder, slower and harder. And when that eye locks with yours, you feel your heartbeat stop. And you're just falling in this void. And then the dark void around you cracks, much like reality did. And it leaves like a little spider crack in it. And then there's a ripple, like water, just moving out from that crack, but shifting glass. The glass itself rippling. Something begins to reach out of the center of that ripple. A black tentacle lined with arcane sigils. And it reaches out, you just sort of drifting, falling, in a way dead. And it touches your forehead, right in the middle. And your entire body begins to glow bright light, and you are seeing 1,000 images for every fraction of a second. You see time. 1,000 different realities of the same moment. 1,000 Medoras falling. Alive, dead. You see, in the form of shards of reality, all these different pieces slowly pulling together until they combine back into a picture of the tent around you, frozen. And
I
you
take the bit of
hear,
fire and I just start to put it back.
well, before your heart, give me 1 second. You do hear your own voice. Actually, your own feelings. It's not even a voice, but it's simultaneously you and not you. You feel. Complete. And you feel awareness in a way that, like, a second awareness. And then you realize that you can move. You, as you said, you take that piece of flame held in your hand and you put it back. And there's a sound like escaping air through a pressurized container. And then it just sort of a little as it seals. And then the fire is crackling. Cora is continuing to look for her comfy spot outside to keep watch. You can hear Junko's soft breathing. Key's not so soft snoring. And your own heart continuing to beat. And that second awareness.
I think I've had enough to drink. She's just gonna back it up. Go into the corner. And just lie down as the sort of start makes everything spin. But she
Okay.
reaches a hand up to her shoulder.
Still just skin. No tattoo there.
Checks her hip.
As you
Junko's,
reach
like,
for your hip,
one eye open, watching.
you feel something damp, but not slimy, like clay, like fresh clay, reach out of your hip to grasp onto your hand.
Play face.
And she just lies there and goes, Oh, that makes so much more sense. And then the alcohol kicks in and she just...
Okay. And I believe
You're
you
much
know
more
the
chill
details
about
of
that than I would be.
what has, suffice it to say, you're good to go. Okay. The night passes much more normally than that.
Great.
I
I would make
And-
Marco take second watch, by the way,
Yeah.
so I could get some sleep.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And I am giving a hero point to Cora and Junko, by the way. Before I fall behind.
God.
You would too.
What?
He'll take it away, don't say it!
The sun rises. It's morning.
Oh,
Yay.
if Medora sleeps there, Junko would have been here. She would have gotten closer.
We'll call it 7 a.m.
Fashion check time.
Yes, you can do
Or do
your
you, or
fashion
do you want me
check.
to roll them all at the end?
No,
for
go
Bye.
Guys,
ahead.
ongoing. Come on.
Marco
'cause if you don't do it by the end,
continues trying to solve the curse problem by way of good fashion sense.
I
I
just
so
think
hope it
he
works.
comes in the morning,
Getting
hovers
closer.
over her,
You
and
are-
just like,
I like to every morning Marco's like trying different things out. Like this represents like him putting a little bit of things, like moving things around, having Medora try this on. for
No,
a
no,
second.
no. This is not. This is in my head. I'm just like.
Oh,
I'm
well,
not
okay.
touching her.
Doing the Sherlock Holmes
Well,
thing,
then.
like playing these little scenes out of Medora trying
Mhm.
things on. You know, like the hyper 22 intelligence.
I'm like in my mind palace trying to
3D
analyze the
chess
cursed
with clothing.
threads. Or how would I curse a cursed item? You know, how would I do that if
Yeah.
it was my fashion?
insult the
yes.
cloak until it comes off.
I've never heard of
You
somebody
look
trying
like
to break a
shit.
curse like this, and I love it. You're not getting there.
Not
You're not
yet.
there yet.
Have
But,
a few more long rests, baby.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe.
the
But
best part
it is
is
morning.
that I have something that can deal with it, and I'm like, no, I want this to play out.
Yeah, can't
You
Key, if he
guys-
prepares the spell, also fix it?
oh, absolutely. Key
Yeah.
doesn't prepare spells though.
Oh, right, you're right.
I thought he couldn't because it wasn't powerful enough or something.
Oh, is that what?
I don't
He
know how
has
magic
it
works.
powerful enough. He just didn't at that moment have it prepared powerful enough.
Right, okay.
I see. Okay.
He had already used the spell slots for that rank.
I
I
genuinely have a thing that I could enact, but I'm just way more entertained by watching Nexa roll.
Hey, I have a question, just a fun question. You know how Faya would like shed, like, there's a spell, I think Faya did it, where you could like shed your skin and it could crawl around?
Yeah.
If Medora did
Wow.
that, would that work and get her out of the
Nope.
cloak?
Surely the
No?
cloak would just go with the skin.
So the
I
skin
believe
would
that
just
spell
be,
is still in Pathfinder 2nd Edition,
it
by
would
the
just
way.
be crawling around with the stupid fucking cloak on it. Okay.
Pretty
No,
much.
the skin would just
Us.
like leave, and the cloak would still be attached to the muscle. Let's
Do
be
you remember?
realistic.
Do you remember when that happened to Ithri?
Do
I
you
think I
remember when
avoided
you
it
were
from
suddenly
my
like
memory.
naked and really tall, Ithri, and I was stood at crotch height?
Yeah. And then suddenly you fancied ladies.
This is also
Um,
that came up during last night's question.
Are you
session.
taking credit for Medora's
Yes.
sexuality?
Yes, I am.
Outstanding.
Don't worry. I believe that actually did happen in that time, like that linear.
Oh,
You
by
just
the
needed
way,
the right view, I guess.
the witch spell that it's called Swarm Skin.
Yeah.
No, that's a different one. Skin Send
skin-
is
skins?
the one. You're talking about. You're thinking of the bug one where you become a swarm of bugs.
Yeah, that's what you
No,
said, right?
Skin Send is the one where
happy.
your skin just
No.
climbs off of your body and moves around.
That's a good question, though. Would it attach to the little bug swarm too?
It's a bunch of
Every
tiny
single
capes.
No.
bug gets a tiny.
But because
that'd
it's
be
still attached to
adorable.
the remainder of the body, the bug swarm is still affected by it, and when the swarm returns, it's back to normal.
I see.
The bugs
No.
wouldn't
What a pain
all
in
have
the
little
ass.
capes.
No,
That would be cute.
fashionably the bugs have mini capes.
I'll have to find that episode for Nexer so he could just see the
You
look on
you don't have to.
her face.
I mean, it's fucking grotesque.
How
Anyway,
main characters.
anyway, it
on
is
the camel
morning.
when traveling.
I
You
was
guys
just curious
have
for science.
This opportunity to do your daily preparations. So that would be things
Let me
like
hit the-
preparing spells, readying poisons, readying
Yeah, I'll do
anything
my
that your
poisons.
class has resolve. I just saw that in chat. Sorry, has
You're
relating
welcome.
to daily preparations. This is when you can do it.
Making. No, there's no coffee. You banned me from coffee.
I believe this is also when fighters choose their.
It is, but I'm
Flexibility
keeping
feat.
mine.
Yeah, you've got a pretty good thing set up right now. I can see
Ithri's
why
not
you do that.
particularly
Flexible.
yeah, malleable is the word I was going to use, but yeah.
Like with a mallet?
Palatable?
Nah.
So at this point, I believe we are officially into downtime.
Downtime time.
Now we know
So-
Key has a thing, as does
He's
was it
making
Cora who's
that
working with
money.
Key? who are
What?
going to be using,
No, I didn't
who are
agree
going to
to
be
that.
raising money. I thought you said you were going to be spending your downtime like helping
That
Keith.
was just for that one day when I was practicing
Oh.
climbing walls.
Okay.
He
So
needs to get
however
a
many
temp.
days of downtime you end up using, Ithri was going to be crafting some stuff. Do you know right
Who
now
who
how
wants to
many days
go
are we at?
first?
I said
4.
I would in the morning. I
Medora.
think.
Yeah, I think Medora first.
I believe 4 because there's 3 weapons and an armor.
Cram.
Okay,
I'm not getting any,
Nope. You're not allowed,
so I'm not allowed.
or you didn't request it.
Okay.
And A3 needs
I
to go
already-
find out
I
if he
already have
can
the
use the
wraps.
warehouse.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So Ithri, when you show up in the morning, the guards are. You know what? Why don't I? Would you guys prefer the tent, or do you want me to move just to the general over Oasis map?
Oasis makes
yeah,
sense
Oasis is
for making money, right?
We're all doing
Okay.
different stuff.
So when you reach the guards, Ithri, they do say, "You are expected. Tolnus will see."
Oh, perfect.
And they let you into the warehouse. A different guy shows up, kind of a greasy, gangly kind of individual who you sort of gives you that vibe, the way he talks, that like probably shouldn't leave my money out. He's like you notice right away, he's like eyeing you up. You get a sense that he's taking inventory of your possessions and valuables. He leads you back to the office with the secret door in it, where Tolnus Granicus is waiting.
Hello, sir.
You didn't bring Marco, hopefully.
Ithri is by himself, correct?
Well, Medora could have come with, but it depends if Medora has other stuff she wants. Medora's not there.
Medora is there, honestly.
Okay.
Okay.
She would have woken up, had a minor panic, realized everything was fine, and then gone with you.
Okay. So he stands up actually when you enter. Well, hello, and he'll reach out, like shake Ithri's hand, kiss Medora's hand if she'll let him.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well, there's a little awkward hiccup, but moving along. I understand you'd like to do some business here.
I mean, business is a strong term. We're trying to gear up for a mission we've been given. I just need a space to work.
Well, of course, my friend. You need not even ask.
I mean,
I will
need to-
provide. What sort of space do you require?
I mean, unless you've got a working forge. No, I don't actually need a working forge, but I want one. No, I just need somewhere I can work on my tools. Work with my tools. In fact, the
Very well.
prison downstairs would be fine, but you probably don't want to.
It is yours.
Oh, okay.
We aren't using the prison at the moment. And the alternative is I set you up a little tent somewhere in the nomad camp.
It's cooler
But-
down there. I'd prefer that.
If you'd prefer that, then it is yours.
Thanks. Has it been cleaned up at all?
We've got the blood off of the walls, at least.
Okay.
Mostly it's just empty space.
Perfect.
I would ask that you refrain from doing anything too dodgy. I don't really
Nothing's
want to
gonna
get
explode.
dragged back into anything too dramatic at the moment. I would prefer to lie low.
Literally just fixing up some weapons.
Very good. Is there anything else that you require? To be honest, I expected there would be more. If I'd have known that was it, I would have just told my men out front to let you down.
Yeah, they seem.
Let you
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah,
Obviously
yeah,
not let you down.
It seemed like you had some stuff going on yesterday, and we needed a cooling off period
Yeah.
anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, no, that was it. I didn't want to presume.
Well, thank you, and let me know if there's anything else you require. I will instruct my people that you are authorized to come and go as you please here.
Oh, thank you. I will be having one or two other of our group with us, but probably no one else.
Of course, as long as they accompany you, they will be permitted in.
Excellent. Thank you.
Well,
cool.
My pleasure. Once again,
off.
stand
Shake
up,
hand.
shake hand. Yep, and this time he doesn't try to kiss Medora's hand. He'll just kind of smile and
Medora gives him a
nod.
fairly curt nod and just follows it through. Not
Okay.
keen.
Thought she was gonna ask for money or something for saving his ass.
I think that's what he thought too, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, you have access to your space. You can proceed with crafting.
Excellent. Well, Medora.
I got these. She's just gonna pull out a whole bunch of leather scraps.
Okay. Which one's your favorite?
The black one. And
Okay.
the red one. And,
Okay.
Well, I don't know how much you need, so I just got this much. And it's
Is
like,
it way too much? Is it like... No, because this was scraps, right?
It's like someone went
It's
to
offcuts.
a hobby shop and it was everything was half off.
Excellent.
So
not
it's like rolls of
unrealistic
leather.
to me. No comment.
I mean,
I
perfect.
got some amount that I had in my inventory and have put down. Where's it gone?
Don't look at me. I haven't
13
touched your character sheet.
13 gold worth of leather scraps.
So whatever the cost of what you're doing, you can deduct 13 gold from it.
So here's the thing. I'm just changing runes, although this is obviously going to take a day's worth of work. Doesn't say that there's a cost to that because you're
Correct.
swapping them. Yeah. So
Right. There's no cost to that.
Yeah. So I'll
So-
just take whatever, make it look fancy.
Okay.
Do
So
you
in
need
that case,
all of it,
assume you
or
guys
can
still
I-
have 13 gold of. You don't need. Effectively, you can use leather thematically.
Yeah.
Mechanically speaking, you still have 13 GP worth of leather material. That's
It's-
not going to go away until it's actually utilized in
It's
cost
really-
deduction.
Would
While
probably
you're-
use like the minimum amount to make it look like he needed some of it.
Okay. Like I said,
do
you can
not need this bit, right?
use
You
it.
don't need this bit.
Just a
But that's
bit,
why
a bit of
it's
black and a bit of red. And that's
unspecified.
fine.
Like
Okay, so what this bit? You know how you taught me the Valkyrie rune, and I drew it on a chair, and found the gem, like whatever.
Yeah.
Well, people were. Marco looked like he was a little bit more part of the group, but he still looked a little put off or put out by not being really part of the group. And I just kind of wondered whether, if you taught me a little bit about working with leather, we could make like a little leather tag for people.
I mean,
It's only leather scraps, and if it goes
Yeah,
wrong, we just
I
throw it in the
mean-
bin.
the easiest way to do that is to burn it in.
How do I do that?
You make something real hot, like something pokey,
I've got a fireball.
and I'm sure not that hot, not that large. I'm sure there's some torture implements down here that would be sharp and pointy. We'll just heat one of those up, and you can try and draw in some leather while I work on your
Edge of this
stuff.
hammer.
The edge of the hammer? No,
Like
I
the
mean
little
like
ha- little-
an Ithriel like go in the torture chamber and be like, look, there's like a fire poker or something.
A toe spike.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
This is
mind
used
you, the
to stab into
braziers that the
people's
fire
limbs.
pokers are normally kept in are unlit.
Yeah.
So you'd have to like light it up and heat it up.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure E3 can find stuff to make a fire. And
Well, I
we'll know
figured
how
if
to make
you
it
were
hot.
working,
Yeah, if you want it.
I didn't want to. As long as it won't disturb you.
I mean, if we got, well, I'll tell you if it disturbs me. I just need to work with runes and then make sure you're happy with where it is and how it looks.
Do you think
and-
Cora would be okay with a black? Reds?
Cora would be okay with a black what? Leather?
Like
Ko-
little charm
Kora's-
or something, or
Kora's got a symbol already.
but it's not a Valkyrie one. It's not magical or anything, or
No, it's not.
religious.
No,
it's just
I,
like a.
Well, back in the day, I made little. Well, I think she's still got it. I haven't seen it in a while. I made like little metal tags. I could make some
Oh.
more, but it would take some time.
The
we
originals
just
would,
haven't.
unless they've lost them. Like Junko probably does not have it because all of her stuff had to be
Or would-
replaced after.
A3 doesn't have it because he lost everything.
Cora is
Cora
probably
would
the
still
only
have
one who
her.
still has
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
The OG.
Yeah.
So if I made one for everyone, and then if Cora's still got one, she can choose if she wants another one.
Yeah, if you like.
I mean, you can have the first one as a well done, it happened, but it might be wonky.
I'm good. I mean, technically, I sort of have a very similar symbol. Well, no, that's not true. But yeah.
The necklace is still stuck.
Yeah. I mean, I presume so. I haven't tried. I feel like I was.
Is that what
I
you
was
meant
told.
when you said, okay, well, I asked a question about voices.
Mm-hmm.
Is it his voice you hear now? You said current, right? Old or current. So Loki's
Yeah,
gone,
there's been a few in here.
but Odin's there now?
No, the current voice is doubt personified. Maybe is a good way to put it. Current voice just tells me everything I'm doing is wrong. I should be doing better. Why am I
I have
doing what
that
I'm
too.
doing? Why don't I do things that mean I'll gain more?
I mean, because you choose.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You make choices.
I
Otherwise,
mean-
you'd have gone to find the stories already.
Oh, yeah. I'll let you in on a little secret. I was planning to. You know, we got stuck in a cave and then teleported to a man who gave us a mission, and then we were going to be killed if we didn't do it. And yeah.
Yeah.
I was planning to leave. I wasn't going much further than the cave. The Norns, however, have a sense of humor.
Would you leave now if you could?
I mean, if I leave now, it's the end of the world, according to everything we've been told. So definitely not.
Put that aside. When we were told that if we didn't do this, it would be the end of the world, we didn't have Marco. And he wasn't told it was going to be the end of the world. We told him it was going to be the end of the world. And he's still here.
Yeah, now
So
you guys are
we're-
the guy.
We're a person up.
Yeah,
And if you need to go for you,
I
don't let the doubter sway your decision making.
appreciate you. I appreciate you giving me that perspective, but I've come to learn that I get to make some decisions, but the Norns put me where they want me.
I think if I had a chance at knowing my real family, I maybe wouldn't turn that down. And if doing that would take you back to your brother and your parents, then maybe that's something you need to do, even if you make the same choice to leave.
Maybe. Or maybe
But
this
you
is where I'm
also-
supposed to be. I don't really understand how it all works.
Well, if your family's any better than some of the Valkyrie, then maybe it's worth trying to go back.
Better than some of the Valkyrie? Is there some of us you don't
Well, better than the Valkyrie's family.
Cora's a real bitch.
like? Yeah.
I
Fucking
think some
saving
of
everyone all the
them-
time.
Some of them are choosing a new family, but you don't sound like you want to do that.
Why
You're
can't I
just
have
extending
both?
your family.
Oh, yeah. I've got stuff I
Hey,
need
if
to do
the
before I
voice
go
g-
home. And
If the
and
voice gets too much, then
if
I
the
guess-
if the voice gets too much, I'll either let you know or I won't be there in the morning. Don't take it personally.
I won't.
Cora's gonna take that personally.
And if you do go, then would you accept that Cora's faster than me and will follow?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, secret for a secret. I think I have a tattoo that's alive. I'm pretty sure when I
Eating
got
those
it in the
burritos.
first place, it was on my shoulder.
Parasites.
But
Ew.
it's definitely on my hip now and has been for a long time.
Cool. Is it like, does it do stuff? Is it like, does it give you wings or like turn you into a plant pot or something fun?
Not so far. But
Okay.
I think I saw it last night, although that might have been the alcohol.
I mean, if it's your tattoo, surely you can just see it whenever you like.
Yeah, it's here. And she's just gonna like just pop the waistband so that
Does
it's
it-
like on the hip.
Does it look like a normal tattoo?
Waves at you.
It looks like an incredibly detailed octopus.
Cool. Looks like it was done with talent.
Has Ithri ever seen an octopus before?
Yeah.
Probably eaten some in Saragarda.
Yeah.
I think, didn't Nova turn into one before?
What? Oh,
I know she's turned into
No.
a whale. I don't remember if she
don't-
did an octopus.
I don't remember octopus.
Okay, I wasn't sure
Wait,
if she did or
was
not.
there octopi in the water realm?
Not that you ran into.
Oh, okay.
Do with that as you will.
Probably a good
Hmm.
thing.
Cool.
Tentacle for each of us. Oh, Poppy.
And a few to spare.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yay!
is this hot enough? Is this
Yeah, just touch it lightly. You're not trying to burn a hole. You just want to mark it.
oh, the leather, not me? Okay.
I mean, that'd be a different kind of tattoo.
So, each crafting action is going to take essentially a day of downtime, unless you're making something from scratch, which will take potentially more. So you are now at 2 days of downtime.
Shall I tell you what
I was going to say, well, here's the thing. For something that could take weeks, I would prefer. I'd like to try to like sort of streamline this to some extent, like in chunks of, okay, so I'm going to do this for this many days, because otherwise it gets really, really hard to track.
Sure.
So like we know
So-
Key is going to be raising money the entire time. Key is freaking easy as hell.
Yep.
We don't know how long Ithri's going to be crafting. Is crafting all you plan to do during this downtime?
Yes.
Okay, so probably you guys are going to be taking downtime equal to however long Ithri is crafting, and then that'll be it.
yeah.
which is currently 4
Okay.
days, unless anyone else has anything they want to add.
Is that including day 1, which was yesterday?
No, this would be the first day.
Yesterday
of
was
crafting.
no
So
crafting.
yesterday did count as downtime because Key spent yesterday doing downtime activities.
The rest of us fucked
so-
about.
5 days.
We'll call it 5 days of downtime then.
Oh, I also wanted to move Runestone. I don't know if I was able to.
You're really quiet.
Oh, I wanted to move one of the stones to my weapon as well, but I wasn't able to put it in chat, so I don't know if that adds days.
No, I've
Yes,
already calculated changing your weapon.
Okay,
We're making
Bet.
it to a +2. Yeah.
thank you so much.
Okay.
And
Was
the
there...
Medora tokens are literally just like cut a scrap of leather into a square and burn it. It's not a actual
Each does
crafting.
still take a day though.
A whole day.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that in like half an hour.
So keep in mind access to tools, design, like going into this Medora doesn't just have this idea of, okay, this is the design I'm going to put into it. There's got to be like some planning phases,
Oh.
some
I
doodles,
mean, there is
some like
no planning. There is no planning here. There is, I have a scrap of leather, what do I do? And then
That's
it's
why
I
it
guess I
is. It
more
takes
mean
so
like
long.
figuring out how to the first time you're drawing that design.
E3's already done it though. The
I
design
was-
isn't new.
Are we talking about not the design that you put on the Discord then? The original design?
It's a rune.
Oh no,
isn't it?
no, 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 no!
No, the-
No, this
Okay,
is
then that's
literally
different.
just
Then
the
that's
like.
different.
Yeah.
You can do one batch then in a day. I would say that's much simpler than.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's literally just burning the straight lines in and
Yep.
then making
So
it
you can do it, and then
like
that's
it
there's
could
gonna be
go on a
overlap.
leather cord around the neck or something, but it's not even
So-
shaped nicely.
That does. So we're good with 5 days downtime.
Yeah,
Yep.
I am.
I was gonna ask if we want to visit the White Palm, since it's like White Palm Oasis. But I think that's maybe not downtime because I don't know what's there, and there could be encounters.
That gets into exploration.
Maybe I just ask the group on
That
the
would
way
be-
we are departing if we want to
Yeah,
stop
we could
by
do
there or
that
something.
after the 5 days.
If an individual wants to do that, you can totally do that. And if there's an encounter that
Then you
then
die.
whoever's involved in that encounter is going to be on their own, basically. But
Yeah, I'll just ask the group on the day we're like departing, and then we can decide if we want to like do a detour there or something.
you can do that.
If
Or
you've done your
again, you
work
don't have
week-
to depart immediately after 5 days either. You can say, well, let's add a day where we can just sort of look around.
Your
Or you
week.
can even say that, well, we're going to be here for basically a week. I'm not going to wait until we're leaving to check it out. Let me just spend 5 minutes walking over and take a look. Like, it's up to you how you want to play this.
Yeah, I wanted to get a job at Hogan's bar if I can. Like, ask him if I can work as a barkeep in the night.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why.
Yeah. You can work at Hogan's bar.
Yay!
You in particular, he's actually pleased as punch to let you.
Ah.
I bet.
I'm gonna the job interviews like, yeah, I think your barkeep needs some time off. Medora and I tried to buy some booze and it was really awkward.
Let me find Mr. Hogan,
Totally that.
because that also I think is a little scene I'd like to at least to some extent play out. Where's my NPCs? Happy Hogan, I found him.
Well, you want to do
So
that right
I'm
now.
assuming you would approach him in the evening
Yeah,
when he's
like
actually like around.
yeah, otherwise I can't approach him.
Why did it? What the hell? That is
What?
not the right name. That has
see
nothing to
the
do
name.
with him. Weird.
I don't
There are
see a name.
I
definitely
only
some
see the
character
picture.
sheet bugs here. Okay, well that's fine then. Whatever.
So he's
Yeah, on mine it's calling him a
He's- yeah.
Norgorberite spy, and
Oh,
like,
I knew
He's unveiled.
That's
oh no!
not- like even metagame, I'll straight up say that is not
I knew it.
related in any way here. That's really strange. That's probably fine. When you show up in the evening, they you see the usual bartender working. You actually see Rose on staff. When she sees you, she actually brightens and waves. It's a little on the busier side. Where's my thing? I've got a thing. Where's the thing? Thing? There's the thing. We'll go with. I guess we can just do some generic
Bar sounds.
tavern music. Boom. Okay. You go in. When he when you express what you want, he says, sure, come in back. Let's talk. Let's talk in my
I
office.
didn't bring my wallet just in case.
Harsh.
Wow.
Beth.
As if you need to tell him. Obviously, he can see that.
I didn't tell him that.
You don't need to tell him that. He can see that. So you want to work at the igloo?
Right.
Why?
Make money. We're in town for a while.
Oh, money. Well, I suppose I could use the extra help, but is that it? Because
Well,
I've seen you talking to my niece.
Oh, have you? I'm sure she talks to all the handsome adventurers coming through here.
He takes out a cigar, offers one to you.
Oh
You want
yeah,
one?
thank you.
Oh, he'll give you a cigar.
Uh,
And then he takes out a cigar cutter and he says, you know, my niece is very important to me. Shears uses that moment to cut the tip of the cigar off.
Is he putting the cigar in his mouth?
Mm-hmm.
I'll light it for him.
He's so smooth.
I'm not gonna object if you're looking to get to know my niece a little better, but takes the cigar out of his mouth. Just making sure you are honest about what this is or what this might be.
Hogan, that'd be unprofessional if I work here. Maybe the night I leave, eh?
Good boy. You're hired. What can you do?
Barkeeping. I just, I'll keep them busy, keep them drinking, tell them some stories, distract them from leaving too early.
You know how to make a Caprian sunset?
Of course.
All right. And he'll give you the hours and say basically
Wait, do they have
you will
dental?
be relying on tips plus a teeny bit of
Okay.
Oh, he can make
So
bank
I have to
tips, I bet.
hourly. I.e., this is going to come
They don't
into
tip
the
by themselves. I'll just
it is
tip
going to come into
myself.
the check, but you're not going to be making this is not a level 10
yeah.
settlement.
That's fine.
So you'll be making money doing, I would say here, as a level 4 task.
Okay. I was hoping I can also have conversation. Like Hogan is he behind the bar usually? Like somewhere? He was standing around when we were
Yeah.
there, right? Because
In the
I want to
evenings, he
kind
goes
of
behind the bar.
learn about him, like have some small talk with him, like, oh, what did you do before you
Sure.
opened up the pub? Or something like that. Hogan research, knowledge.
How do I want to do this?
Recall knowledge. Hogan
Make a diplomacy check.
diplomacy. Okay. Oh, I have the skill thingy menu.
Mm-hmm.
Diplomacy.
Make sure you got the token.
Is that
selected.
unspecified or gather information? Gather information sounds actually
I would say this is make an impression.
make an impression. Okay. And that's
You're trying to get-
GM roll? Blind
No.
GM?
In this
Oh.
case, no, I think this would be public.
Ooh, 21.
Well,
Oh, not good enough?
don't say ooh because that's not a
Uh-oh.
at your level. That's not great.
What?
Uh,
What?
Remember,
I mean,
level
it's
is
high on
always
the
added
dice.
to
But like, why
You
does it
what?
become more difficult to do small talk with a dude behind a bar?
because he is not your average commoner.
He's level 20, bro.
Because you're not trying to impress anybody. You're trying
But
to
like,
impress this
I'm
guy.
not trying to impress him. I'm just asking what he
Okay,
did.
let me rephrase. You're not trying to get anybody talking, and
Okay. He's like a really mysterious dude.
bartenders.
Homie, what's
If
up?
anybody here is or knows a real bartender, have this gift for talking while saying nothing.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming that's not what you want. You want to actually get to know him a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Which
Like
is why
just-
it's a little harder.
Okay. Okay.
You get a lot of the talking without him really saying anything. A lot of meaningless small talk. A lot of what could pass as not small talk, but he doesn't really give anything away ever. by and large, what you find over the course of these 5 days is he has a gift for getting people talking about themselves, and anytime subject moves to him, saying stuff that means nothing and somehow redirecting it back to who he's talking to.
But I bet Rosa has something to tell me about him if I do a diplomacy check with her, eh? Working together, there might be opportunities to talk about her
Roll
uncle.
again.
Roll again?
Uh-huh. I'll bite. Let's see where this goes.
Also make an impression?
Yeah.
Same
Jesus.
21, same result.
Well, Rose is certainly a lot more forthcoming. Where's I gotta open my document. I didn't think I was gonna need this. Thanks for that. Sand Voyager's compound. Happy Hogan's. Where? What? Wait, what?
He's been in,
That's. I'm looking for the stuff
a spy
about
all
Rose.
along.
Found it. There it is. There it is. I'm seeing what she knows. I wasn't expecting this, if you can't tell. Got it. Yeah, she's actually really happy to talk to you, and throughout like this time, anytime she's not immediately busy, she's over gabbing with you.
Wonderful.
A couple of different times, her uncle has had to be like, "Rose, there's customers." But over the 5 days, you start to learn that she really appreciates her uncle, but she doesn't know him well.
Oh.
You sort of get that Rose was raised with her parents, who
Where?
always like he's her uncle on her father's side, and you get the sense that like she's straight up Aurelian. And her uncle was never really around for family events, save like once a year, but she always bonded well with him. And you learn that she sort of had a whole thing with her parents, that they got into some drama, like she was feeling really like stuck, like her parents weren't letting her grow into who she wanted to be. Long story short, they kicked her out, and she needed a place to go, and she reached out to her uncle, who was like, "Sure, come on in." He paid for her to.
So he already
transport
had the pub, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
She's like, "Yeah, my uncle is kind of a mystery. Like, we don't really know how he could afford to do this."
Retired adventurer, I bet.
I think so. Like, I've been talking to some of the other people here, and I think he might have like found a buried treasure somewhere and been like the only survivor. I don't know.
I know.
I've never heard anyone who actually like knew him before the igloo opened. Just that like he came in here and got real close to the sheik, but already had his own like backing, his own funds. The sheik gave him space here, and like he was real close with Tolnus, so he like was given this space in the compound, and he's just been running things ever since. Like, doesn't that sound like an adventurer?
Oh, right.
Like maybe he did something really cool, and maybe he found like, isn't there like a pyramid south? I'm pretty sure there's a pyramid south of here. Maybe he like got rich there or something. I don't know though. And like he never really wants to talk about it. I've asked him, you know.
Did he ever do anything unexpected, like, you know, catch an apple before it rolled off the table, or dodge something really inconspicuously?
That's random. Yeah, actually. I don't think I've ever seen him spill things, and like he can balance drinks. No, okay, don't laugh. I know, like, sure, I can't balance stuff, but like even the waiters who can have no, I saw him carry 12 drinks on a tray, and they didn't even like spill a drop. With one hand. Okay.
Mark is just like,
But
I
you're
guess
looking at me
suddenly
like that.
loading up a tray.
It's actually like it's actually like it doesn't sound cool, but like my uncle has really good balance and reflexes and stuff.
Character
If
feet
that's what you're
unlocked.
asking about. Like, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure the whole Hogan thing isn't real. My dad told me
Really?
once. My dad mentioned having a brother named Shiloh, but I've never met
Shiloh.
Uncle Shiloh.
That's interesting.
No one else has ever mentioned it. It's just Uncle Hogan.
I take those. I'll do bartending stuff now.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And Rose, there's a customer.
I
Another
have
day.
something to talk to Granicus about when we go to the crafting session sometime.
Sure. Let me. So, Junko, what are you doing with your downtime?
I don't think Junko knows how to relax, so she'd probably be on patrol.
As an option, you can also you have crafting, right?
I do.
So you could work at like making tea or something if you want. If you have any lore skills, you can also always use a lore skill to make money. You could also just spend time crafting actual stuff for yourself and the party if there's stuff you want to make.
Yeah, I have warfare lore.
You can use that. You can actually use warfare lore. That can come down to like telling stories. It can work as like acting as an expert for people who have like who are doing their own research, like being a paid consultant.
For the airlances.
Does Junko still make potions?
Can.
Yes,
It's just
that's what I was saying too.
expensive.
Like if you want, you could spend downtime making stuff of your own.
Yeah. I'm
Though
trying
I
to find
believe
my
it takes
book for it.
4 days to make one batch of potions. I think. Am I remembering that right? But it's like the whole batch. It's like a whole bunch of them.
Well, I
I
get
don't
4. Yeah, I'll make potions.
Okay.
Stuff. Out of stuff that I want.
So you have the items formula. It would make so. Ithri isn't actually making stuff; he's converting, so he doesn't have to roll. Junko, I do need you to roll that. What's actually before you roll it? What's the first thing you want to? It is 1 day. So what's the first thing you want to make?
Let me
Actually, I
double
think on
check
your character sheet they
items.
might just have it for you.
Yeah, I do. I have that. I'm just seeing what I'm low on. I should really wear my glasses.
It doesn't even have to be something. Just what do you want? Forget what you're low on. What do you actually want? What do you think you'll actually use?
Oh, I'm gonna do my wyvern poison.
Okay, so click the hammer. There you go. Nope,
Oh.
that was the wrong one. That's for using it. Are you on the crafting page?
I just clicked the wrong one.
You should just have to click the hammer. Well, that's
I'm gonna
tragic.
reroll that. Are you
Okay.
serious?
So on a
Okay.
failure, you fail to complete the item. You
It's
can
healing potion.
salvage the raw materials for their full value. So you don't lose money or anything, but it doesn't go well. You have 5 days. Day 2, are you crafting the same thing?
Yep.
Try
Now
again.
it's about my pride.
Note, it does cost you 320 gold to do this.
Each time or each cost?
Each time you do this, however, you got the full money back for the first one.
Okay, then yeah.
Is that basically covering like buying the materials and stuff?
320
is.
gold. Fuck.
It's a level 8 poison.
Hell.
I'll be right back.
There we go.
I can see it on camera. Do you guys see it? It's a spider.
Oh yeah.
I can see it. It was like, hello, can I participate?
I didn't see it, and I'm glad I didn't.
I was playing the octopus, just
Silly,
like,
he was
hello,
cute.
I heard you needed an 8-legged thing.
That was not cute. That
He
TM
was
was
really
summoned
cute.
familiar.
Upsetting.
I have also
He
had
wanted
that.
to play. Well, you handled it very well.
Thank you.
Way more professional than I would
Okay,
have done.
so day
screaming.
3, you got. Nope, you used another hero point. On a success. Wait, what? It didn't give me the details of what a success means. I think you just spend 320 gold and you get your 4.
Yep.
Did it give it to you
Good question.
and deduct your gold?
Did not deduct my gold. I will have to do that. It
And
did
now
not.
sell them all to get the gold back.
Make a profit.
So funny thing, selling them, they sell for half that price.
What?
Yeah.
So buying them would be the same price as making them?
No. Buying them, they're even more expensive. But this is a case where it's not realistic. It's for game balance
Ah, okay.
to prevent
So you
exactly what you
can't-
just said. So
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
make
yeah.
a profit by.
Okay.
Okay. And I believe with 320 gold gone, you will not have the funding to make further wyvern poison.
Correct.
How many of them are labeled healing potion?
God, I hope none. Did you want to craft anything else? Because it looks like a lot of
I'm
your other
poor.
stuff, you can. It's only like 12 gold to make a smoke ball or an
What do
antidote.
You're right. I don't have any of those.
And you've got 3 more days of downtime, or you could just make money those 3 days if you want, or do
I-
something. You could literally just rest. You don't have to be making shit all the time, or. Okay. So on a critical success, each additional day that you spend reduces the materials needed to complete the item by an amount based on your level plus 1. Okay, so if you want, you could spend the remaining 3 days doing this. No, I'm sorry. You could spend 2 additional days doing this. Oh no, plus the one that you already spent. If you spend the next 3 days, you can get it for 6 gold instead of 12.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Mhm.
There you
But
go.
now that I succeeded on the first try, it gives me the option to do it
It's
for me.
yeah, the hero point goofed it, I think. Okay, so there you go. Junko's downtime, easy peasy. Junko's spending that time making things, getting probably going back to the bazaar and continuously like, let me try buying some of these. Like you're using all the wrong ingredients, but it's all that you can get your hands on, and that's why you had such a hard time with the wyvern venom or the wyvern poison. But you do end up getting things to work out. So who's left? Cora, what are you spending your downtime on?
Hello. So I found 2 downtime activities that could be relevant. Essentially, what I
Mhm.
would like to do is research. So this one, or oh, there was another one that could be relevant. I don't know where it went though. But pretty much, I would like to research. They probably don't have a library here, but like maybe through word
They
of
don't.
mouth or otherwise, people pass stories that way, like Verizian kind of thing. I would just to like get information about this area,
The
Godblood
Oasis?
Sands, the Oasis. Oh,
It's
here
actually
it
called the
is.
Jeddah Desert now.
That's it. That's it. It's
Or
called
the Element the Element
Stud-
Desert.
Hold on. Here, this is the other one. So whichever one of those, I'm not really sure which.
Well,
one.
you don't meet the requirements for study. You have to be part of a
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
academic.
Well,
In fact, you
I
have to
am
be an
a
academic
student
for
of.
both of these.
I'm a student of the canon. Does that?
No. So these are
It's not.
specifically for like when you're at a university or
I see. Well, can I still research?
Yes. So what you can spend your time doing is just sort of asking around, and you're just trying to get general info about the Element Desert.
Yeah.
Effectively,
Like
what I would say this would
1,000
be
years
is
ago, you know, like is it
getting
always
access to
like this?
rumors.
Sure. Do I need to roll anything?
Yep. Diplomacy for each day. On a success, you'll get a rumor, and on a critical success, you'll get multiple
So
rumors.
do you want me to roll 5?
No, we're gonna do
'Cause
these
it's
one at
5
a time.
days?
That would be
Oh, okay.
that would be way too much for me to be able to.
It would just be easier for me, but you said gather information
Yes.
under diplomacy. Okay.
Oh, please
And
tell
it's
me
not-
I didn't. Oh, you asshole, asshole.
Is it blind or not?
No.
Where's my first one?
Guess who didn't program in the rumor table for book 1?
It's 32.
Oh no. I
What
gotta
an
come up with some
asshole.
rumors.
No, I've got the book 2 rumor table. I'll just use that.
That Marco
Uh,
guy's really cool.
30, that is a critical success.
Oh, cool.
So on day 1, two things you already knew. Yeah, the book 2 one is too specific. Where's my book 1 rumors?
I don't know, bro.
All right, hang on.
Probably
I'm just
in
gonna
book
open
1.
the actual.
Didn't the bard have like rumors attached to him or something?
Yes, but those are
Oh,
tied
God.
to specific people, whereas these are. It's
So
okay. I'm
just
just gonna
talking to
open
the
the
bard the
actual
entire
book.
time.
I just gotta find where I put the dang thing. You know what?
Chicken butt.
I, an intellectual,
Sorry, I thought
did
my
not
downtime
put
was
it on
gonna
this
be,
computer.
was gonna be easy.
Yeah, out of
Let me open up
focus.
Desert of Desolation.
That
There.
happens. I have to turn it off. Thank God.
There's the book.
Look, it's all better.
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-o.
I'm sure I have that.
Should I do something else?
No, you're fine. It's my fault. Does anyone remember what the code for Desert of Desolation is? The module code?
Oh God, no.
Oh, it's I3, I5. I3 hyphen I5. Why did I organize this so not organized?
Hashtag GM problems.
I found it. I'm so sorry. I found it. I did. And now, let me scroll. I, once again, caught off guard here a little bit. Awesome. Okay. So, on day 1, is there a way to zoom in? Please? Google? I am freaking begging you. What a mess. You overhear the tales of the pharaoh's evil are surpassed only by the tales of their wealth. Many wondrous magical artifacts were buried in their tombs, and untold wealth is said to reside there. You also, because you got a critical success, you get a secondary rumor. A palace of gold and gems once glittered on the northern horizon. Many people saw its spires of gold, but no one has ventured in that direction because of the curses said to reside even to this day, that being in the northern part of the desert.
The whole desert? Okay.
So
Can
now
we
you can do
go-
day 2 if you want to do more rumor collection, more information gathering. Or if there's something specific you want to know, I can work on that as well.
Yeah, what the fuck happened 1,000 years ago?
Here,
that-
nothing.
Something happened.
Not really here. That's not about
Okay.
the element.
I'll do that.
desert.
I'll do it again for the area. 27.
27 is a success. Keep rolling low. Ooh, this is a good one though. Beyond the hills, they say the world ends. There, the sky is bottomless. Ships sail on the clouds, and their spectral crews attempt to bring the souls they captured to the ancient cursed city of stone.
Where is this?
Beyond the hills, to the north.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's a good one.
More sightseeing spots.
Yeah. This is fun. Let's keep going.
Day 3, okay.
Sorry, I rolled blind. You
Just
want me to reroll?
one.
Huh? No? Oh, okay. I accidentally rolled triangle.
You hear like a random traveler in the bazaar warning you that identical twins always hate each other, especially if there's much to gain by being the firstborn.
That's an interesting rumor for this.
Would have been a lot better to get that rumor before now, but
Yeah.
you have
Can
2
I-
more days.
Can I do rumors for other things?
If there's something specific you want to know, yeah.
I want to know if they're hearing anything here, like what's going on in Corvania. If they're hearing
Okay,
any...
that is a... Go ahead. This is definitely gather information. Roll correctly, though, please. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Gather information is secret. So in this case, yes, it should be a blind GM roll.
Oh.
I didn't know
I
that
was
had
right.
the secret keyword. You do hear. They say that Corvania is hiring Andalonian naval mercenaries, i.e. privateers, to harass Saragarden trade lines.
Oh, I was bored off.
That makes sense. One more?
You have 1 more day. Yep.
Can I see if there's anything on the Andalonian side of that?
Meaning?
Like any... did I say Andalonian? Sorry, I meant
You did.
Saragarden rumors.
Yes.
I guess that'd be related to Corvania too, but
Go ahead.
who cares about Andalon right now? Gather info.
Apparently Saragarden merchant ships do.
Yeah, that's true.
You hear a few things going on in Saragarden. Number 1, they say that the Holy Archon hasn't been seen at all since he was first introduced to the people.
When Junko told us about it, right? That's
Since
when she was
then,
there.
he has not been seen.
Weird.
Uh,
A recluse.
the second piece of information, they say that the Emperor's progeny have all disappeared, including his heir, Thrommel.
We already knew that.
No, you didn't.
I thought we knew Thrommel was missing. Since...
No. You knew that he was away during the coup.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's
Now they're
unfortunate.
saying he's disappeared.
We're all just gone.
And it's speculated that the Corvanians took him. Just like they
always
took
say that.
the 2 princesses.
Mhm.
The third thing
I get
that
3?
you hear,
Whoa.
you get 3 for this
I
one,
must have
yeah.
got really good that time.
Or really bad.
Or really bad.
And you're getting dubious knowledge.
No.
Number 3, they say that one of the Emperor's daughters has recently returned and is stepping into a military role to take over the war effort away from home. They say that she is militant, that she is the eldest daughter returned from wherever she's been all these years, and that she looks the spitting image of her father, and that the 2 of them have bonded closely.
he would put that rumor out there, but that kind of contradicts what they all disappear. No. Okay.
And that's what you get for listening to what people are saying in the market.
Are you saying one is dubious? How dare you?
I'm not
treat
saying
me
one is
this
dubious.
way?
It is possible that all three are true.
I mean, they're all rumors, so it could be anything. Okay. That's 5 days.
So that's Cora. We know Ithri. Medora, what are you doing with your downtime?
So
Getting more tattoos.
very, very tempting, but it would cost a lot. And I don't
Finding
think
books
there's
on
a tattooist
octopuses.
here, right? There's not a tattooist here, is there,
The
Askel?
priest of Anu has probably has a tattoo
You could probably get
shop.
tattoos in the bazaar, but there's certainly no magical tattoos.
Oh, that's cool. So day one, I'm counting as she was setting up party stuff.
Sure.
Like in theory, I took.
Yeah.
a lot of
Most of
time
you, day one, weren't able to do too much. It's days 2 through 5 that are going to be the big ones.
Day two, she's crafting like essentially the little leather pendants for everyone.
That was with Ithri. Yep.
They are going to be the wonkiest rubbish ever,
That's okay.
but they're homemade. Sure, Ithri. Askel, can I roll a d20 to see how bad they are?
Question: are you proficient in crafting?
I have the trained in everything bonus, but not trained.
Okay, so then yes, roll a crafting check. They're friggin' great.
Like the first one is probably just off, and it's really annoying.
If there's any PCs who were concerned about what they could make without having proficiency in something, who may have had a conversation with me in the recent days, one option I forgot is what Medora here has called untrained improvisation. It is a feat that lets her treat basically all skills as though she's got pretty decent proficiency in them.
I think the human thing, though.
It is a right. You have the human one that lets it be even better.
Yeah. So, okay, so I craft those on day two.
So you've got 3 days of downtime effectively.
So I have a question for you.
Yas.
There's a thing called learn name, which says it's a week. But,
That's something else.
okay.
That's
So,
not. That's more about like learning. That's true name stuff.
cool. Just wanted to clarify that one. So I would like to spend the third.
Narratively, what do you think Medora does? And then I can give you an action from there if you want.
I'm trying to
I
work
think that
out
might
if she
be
wants
easier.
money or she wants to do something, but I think she wants to get money.
Okay.
So it's on a trade route, right? There are people coming and going.
This is a mega trade route.
Yeah,
This is like the hub of all the
Okay.
trade through the desert of Elemen.
So following on from last time's success of poisoning an entire trade route, she's not going to go and work in the bar, but she is going to. I guess there was
Note that performance can be used as well if you still have your performance proficiency.
I do. I'm an expert.
Entertainment is a thing, and being expert, your level of proficiency also increases your pay options. Much like the
gonna go
real
and
world in
find-
an ideal
I'm going to
setting.
go and find the bard, and I'm going to work with him.
That guy only stands around in one spot, though.
Yeah.
True, and he also is that guy who always works alone.
Yeah, that's fine. Because
If you
do know how
want
I'm
to
working
be
with
his
him?
understudy and like
No. I'm going to work with him by being better than him just down the way.
okay, when you say work with, you mean work near. Got it.
Work with in a selfish way.
Okay. Okay.
But like, whenever he
So-
complains, I'm just going to be like, oh, inspired by, obviously.
If my math is right, that's everyone, correct? Because we know what Key's doing. Okay.
Just 'cause
So now,
So do you need a roll for 3 days?
you, Key, and not Cora, Marco are all going to have dice to roll at the end.
Mhm.
Before we get to that, then let me cut back to Nexer, who was still trying to milk people for information.
Getting milked.
Praising.
I was
You said you wanted
So
to
if
talk to Tolnus.
since Medora and Ithri have to, or like the couple that goes crafting always has to go into the
Yes.
Sandvoyage compound.
And I believe,
so,
correct me if I'm wrong, Ashlo, you wanted a guaranteed scene with each person at least once, correct?
Only if they want it. I'm not going to enforce that, but
Okay.
that would be cool.
You will talk.
So we'll say day 2 is the Marco. Did you want to do something?
yeah, on
with
the
that?
way in, I want to talk to Granicus.
Cool.
Is Ithri going to be? I guess Ithri would have to be with you for that.
Yeah,
Or Ithri is already down there and told me to meet him there or something. And then
Yeah,
I
but
could.
Tolnus isn't
Ithri
down there.
would,
Tolnus is upstairs.
Yeah, but then on the way in, I would like knock on the door of the office or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Ithri, if Ithri knows that, Ithri would guide you because he's basically
Yeah.
said
Sure,
you've
you
got
can-
access.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So-
Sneak in.
Yeah,
You could also just
Ithri
come in
would
through
do
the
that.
secret door, I guess. But
that would be so mean. Hey,
In
remember that
his
secret
office.
door you didn't know
Granicus,
about?
I need to talk to you.
Gonna give
that
him a
feels
heart
like an
attack.
I'm from the future moment. All right. Tolnus is willing to meet with you.
Right.
So when you come in, he again he's a handshaker. Please
got-
take a seat.
You got
What can I do
cigars
for you?
around?
Hmm?
No. I was asking if he has cigars around or something.
No,
He's not offering me anything.
he's not offering you anything.
Okay.
No. He's a
He's a
businessman
businessman.
more than a.
Say, I hear you're close with Shiloh.
Let me just take a quick peek at what he knows. Once again, I really should have opened that earlier.
You should have, yes.
Askell being
Uh,
surprised by the direction of PCs.
In fairness, being surprised by things that you literally told me 10 minutes ago you were going to do is pretty on brand for me. That's... Oh, right. His information's in the actual temple of where you found him.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so you said Shiloh. I don't believe I know. Who is this Shiloh?
Does he
I
seem
do
like
business
now
with
I
a lot
need
of
to
people.
now I need to
You
like
can roll
make
a
a
blind
check.
perception.
Yeah, I need to know if he's playing or
He playing. He playing.
Ah.
I feel
Don't
like
worry about
Marco's
it, I'm
doing
not
like the
scrolling up
wiggly
to more
brows.
information.
Like the wiggly brows, like
Sorry.
Shiloh.
What did Esko
You
say?
know.
He's like,
I do
Okay, got
business
it.
with a lot of people.
You don't get a sense of deceit from him. He seems
Ah.
genuinely confused about who you're talking about.
Ah, okay.
Not denying, like he does business with a lot of people.
Okay. Our happy Hobbit friend who opened the tavern in this town.
Hogan! You mean Happy Hogan?
Ah, right. Maybe I mixed the names up. Hey.
Hogan Underwood, I believe. I know him. Yes.
What do you know about him? You know, how'd you get here? What do you do?
Oh. Well, he showed up quite a while back, some years ago. Came here to talk to me with one of the Sheik's friendship medallions and honestly enough money to probably buy the whole compound. And wanted to open a bar. Little desert bar. He thought it'd be charming. Mix a little bit of fire and ice, you know, an igloo in the desert.
And you sold him the igloo then?
Well,
did
at
you
the
build
time,
that?
it wasn't much of an igloo. It was just a extra large stable that wasn't really getting full use.
I see.
Naturally, he owns the stables there as well.
Any other
I know.
attached businesses in the back or something?
It was all connected in the back, the different stables, and I believe there still is a back area where they're connected. It's what he uses for his staff to feed the animals now. But no, I don't believe there were any other connected businesses.
Has he ever told
he
you what
did-
he?
He did buy the Wayfarer's house, of course, but that's more of a sublease.
And he's running that as a non-profit? I can barely believe that.
Oh, of course not. No, he keeps all the profits. Of course, it costs a fair bit for him to keep the place open.
And did he
You
ever
know,
tell
food
you?
food doesn't grow on trees in normal parts, and here in the desert, unless you want lemons and limes, you have to pay traveling merchants for all sorts of things, and he pays a pretty hefty sum. Of course, I make my royalties as the intermediary, providing said merchants and the protection for those merchants. But he makes enough money on what he sells that it's never been a problem as far as I've seen. Probably helped, though, that he has whatever nest egg he's been sitting on all these years.
Did he ever tell you what he did for the sheik to get that medallion?
Now that you mention it, no. And that story didn't really get out. Everyone just knows he's friends with the sheik. In fact, they say the sheik's own sons used to stop in there. It's where everyone goes for a drink.
Please,
I don't imagine
everyone.
you'll catch Hassan in there anymore, though. He's much too serious.
Well, you know, he's got his bride missing. That would worry any gentleman.
Well, he hasn't been there in some years, ever since he started taking up his father's responsibilities. Apparently, responsibility and drinking don't mix in the Arslan household.
And the sheik never showed up there to visit an old friend.
Oh, no. No, the sheik has placed many in order, though.
Oh. Anything he
The sheik
especially
doesn't really
likes?
go out for food. The food comes to the sheik. You know how it is.
Any specialties he likes to order? Anything, you know?
You'd have to
any-
ask Hogan. I wouldn't
Well,
know.
I'm sure all the ingredients come through you, don't they? I'm sure the sheik places enough orders with you for these delicacies.
You are correct, but not in the way you think. The ingredients that pass through me are entire caravans with hundreds of different spices, different meats dried and fresh, all manner of things. I'm a hub of mercantilism. And
Right. But you know, if he wanted to eat a dragon egg, I'm sure he would order only one and not one for the whole.
Well, he's
God,
never
you
ordered
know.
anything like that. Let's put it that way.
Right. Okay. Oh well
Though-
then. Huh?
Now that you're following this line of questions, there is something I vaguely recall. May I ask, what made you think his name was Shiloh?
Maybe I've heard somebody mention that. Maybe it's his second name, you know.
Well, I certainly hope not.
Why
There
is he a
was-
hunted man?
When I first started, there is a Shiloh that stands out to me.
Oh.
There was Have you heard of Shiloh Slick?
Shiloh Slate. What
You
is
can
he
do
known for?
society, recall knowledge if you've got like
Whether I've heard
underworld lore or
of it. Okay, let me. Wait, so
Let me
skill.
see here. This could be looking at
My skill
this would
action
be
dialogue isn't
society.
working anymore, so I'll just go to the.
You have to have
to
your
the-
token selected for that.
But it's not here, is it?
Should be.
Oh,
Other-
can I select
have
the
been
party
using
token?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, yeah. And that is
Society, recall knowledge.
recall knowledge, use action, blind GM roll.
Mm-hmm.
Do I? Oh, no, I guess I don't get circumstance bonus for that. I have something for like ancient knowledge, but I don't think that applies.
That's
here.
a name. Of course you know that. Like
What?
everyone knows that name. You didn't attach it here because there's no
He's a-
reason you would correlate them. Shiloh Slick was like one of those Zorro type stories.
Ooh.
He was a famous thief. The ultimate like chaotic good brigand. He would steal from, corrupt, greedy people, and he would give their money to whoever most angered his victim that he'd stolen from. That was like 30 years ago though. Like he disappeared decades ago, and they say, Shiloh Slick is now just like one of those characters of legend. A lot of people aren't even sure he was real.
Very
There was so tying back into present.
Yeah.
You heard of Shiloh Slick?
I have.
Okay. You seemed like you would know. And Ithri is here for all this, correct? He's been
Yeah,
just
yeah,
kinda
yeah. So
taking-
he's just like
Yeah.
cocking his head, watching Marco do his thing.
There was a period of time when Shiloh Slick was hitting Sand Voyagers caravans. That was just when I took over, actually. I think only 1 or 2 caravans were hit while I was running the show. It was mostly my predecessor's problem. Is that who you were referring to? You don't.
Must be somebody else then. I'm not talking
yes.
about any shifty people, I don't know their sorts.
If
The brightest grin you can imagine.
I think it's more likely. I think it's more likely if you thought it was a double name, whatever you heard. I say it's possible maybe Hogan got a little too tipsy once and made a joke that someone didn't understand.
That must be it. I'm really bad at catching jokes. Okay, so then as we're leaving, I'll be like, are you still wearing those drags you pulled off the dead witch?
Of course not.
I hope you washed
He
them
is.
properly.
He definitely is.
Especially
Uh,
check in the creases, because there was a lot of bloods and guts spilled that day.
I don't know. These are my tailored clothing.
You did a good job on them.
I'll pass that along to my tailor. It has been a pleasure speaking with you, Mr. Marco. Yes.
Yes.
Do come by again sometime. I would enjoy. We could crack open a bottle, share some stories.
You did
get the
get
jaw
rid of
cut
that
from the
bottle
same
that
cloth.
Medora left you, right?
Oh, I've
Not
plenty
that
of
one,
bottles.
please. Yeah, but don't get rid of that one. We don't want that.
Right.
Right, you remember Asko, right? She poisoned the bottle and left it in his
Oh,
office.
yes, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
I hope he remembers that.
It was not clear that it was Medora who left it for him.
Well, of course.
He was there.
Yeah,
Was
he
he?
was there. He was standing
Yeah.
there. He was questioning her why
I
she's
forgot.
doing it.
That's what I didn't remember, that he was there for it. I've already sold it.
To who?
With full understanding.
Okay. Good.
Ah.
Yeah, he saw the look
Not
on
just
both of
to
your
a
faces.
rival.
Like,
He
Still
thought it was
to-
full understanding to pass it back to Medora and not tell her.
All right.
No wonder I
Yes.
had such weird dreams.
so, is there anything you wanted to do with Ithri for your crafting time?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's Ithri. I'm handing him my rapier.
Yeah. I come with. Come on.
Get to
I
work.
mean, unless you've got someone else to chat up.
Not right now.
Okay. You can
Do
chat
they
me
have
up.
any?
So the scene is yours if there's anything you want to do with it.
Make it more stabby.
Make it more stabby.
What,
That
the
is
Not
scene?
the
exactly,
weapon, the scene.
That
Make
is
the scene more
exactly-
stabby, Ithri.
No.
I assumed that's what Marco said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
but
said.
did
Oh.
Marco say it like that, or
I-
did Marco say it with like a little lifted eyebrow and a wink?
I fully intend to make it slightly more stabby. Or at least better at stabby.
Mm-hmm.
I presume it's quite well balanced for you. I don't know.
Of
I've never
course.
used.
Is this music?
I feel like we're in a Texan country fair or something.
Boing.
That's
Um,
the
I'm not
that's the
mad,
rapier
I'm
when
just
you.
confused.
Boing.
I actually had a question for you, Marky. A bit of a personal one.
Oh, shoot.
I'm trying to expand my my repertoire because I tend not to talk to people much,
Oh,
and I'm trying to get better at that, learn new things. But I have a personal question.
out with it.
Why did you stick around? And by that I mean specifically in the fight that we were losing. I'm not going to be mad. I was pleasantly surprised, let's say.
You saw me sneaking,
I saw some sneaking and some being not where the action was. I must
Well,
admit I was busy dragging around some.
It didn't look too good for you guys, I must admit. So I was looking for other options, in case we needed a way out. But I saw
And
Medora come back,
you found one.
and I had an idea. Fire demons. Maybe they don't like water, so I had my bottle handy and I tried it.
Okay. So just wasn't bad enough yet.
Right.
Okay.
No need to leave companions in a dungeon, right?
I mean, that was how I felt. I'm just surprised that you, given how dire it was and that we nearly lost 2 people, thanks to people being selfless. I admit I was surprised you stuck around. I thought you were a all for the glory kind of guy.
Right, but we did win, so all the glory for us.
Well, I don't know if I'd count that as a win.
You should listen to my version of the story in the tavern.
Maybe I should, yeah. Maybe I wish I could believe that version. But I mean, I guess anyone you survive is a win, right?
Right. As long as you walk away.
Okay. Any questions for me? I am trying to be open.
Wait, let me check my notes. Do I have anything for
Marco pulls out a notepad.
Oh,
Hang on a second.
actually, yeah. Why are you guys called the Valkyrie? What does that name mean, or where does it come from?
So that was my idea, and it was it's sort of from my pantheon. The Valkyrie or shield maidens are they are demigodesses who roam battlefields and save the souls of fallen soldiers, those that are worthy.
Are they pretty?
Yes. I've met some.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
That was a surprise. I mean, honestly, at the time, there was a lot going on. I wasn't like, oh, pretty. But thinking back, yes, they were very pretty.
Are they, dwarfs?
They are whatever they want to be.
Oh.
I love how you had a personal question for me and it turned into, is there anyone I could fancy? I don't think, I mean, as we are told it's only the followers who are worthy that get chosen, but maybe if you're worthy enough, you could get offered a place.
Oh, I could get off.
You have to die first, though. In battle.
Where else would I die?
In bed.
I mean, checks out with the comment.
I feel like literally everyone was thinking it. Ithri's just the one who got to say it.
Yeah. In bed. Probably not asleep.
Okay.
And then
I'm
you just
gonna-
decided
I'm
to
sorry.
use that as a, because you like them and they're cool, so you took that as your name.
I felt like the maidens I was with were trying to save souls quite a lot.
Oh, right. That was before Kyrek joined then.
Yes.
Long history between you, huh?
Yeah. There's been a lot of coming and going, but I think it still fits. But feel free to. I am not going to be upset if you want to suggest a better name, though.
Yeah, that's none of my business.
Oh, it could be if you stick around long enough.
I'm happy being a Valkyrie for now.
Being a shield maiden doesn't bother you.
I'm a shield monsieur.
Fair. I'm not going to judge you for it.
Shield Maiden Andalon.
Oh dear.
So, who's number 3 for Ithri?
Well,
Junko?
that would be Junko.
Is there a scene that you want to have?
Okay.
That to me?
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. I will always take an opportunity to ask awkward questions.
Oh, absolutely. Let's go. Let's do this.
Cool.
Okay.
That's
So
the
the next
day
day-
I'm working on my smoke bombs.
Oh, okay.
Can I say end of
We're
day
crafting
2,
together.
timeline wise, would be Medora would give tokens to people gradually. And
I feel
also
like
remind
Ithri's
Marco
probably
that
already
she
got
asked
his,
a
right?
big question. Oh yeah, Ithri had his straight away. And would remind Marco, like, hey, have you thought of anything yet?
I have. Do you want to talk about it now? I feel like we should meet up for that.
Tell me at some point.
Secret.
When do you get off your bar shift today?
Well, Esco, when do I get midnight or no, probably 2 a.m.
No.
3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Since you're trying to work with Rose and Hogan, probably 3 to 4 a.m.
Nice. Okay. But you can always catch me in the morning, I have the mornings off. Maybe
Yeah, you aren't coming in until like 3 in the afternoon.
In that case, Junko goes off with a 3, and probably that's the day that I
Perfect.
take the
I've
opportunity to
distracted
be like,
Junko.
"Oi, Marco."
did
Well,
you
I was gonna
give
say,
me one of the
since-
thingies?
Since I've already kind of moved over to
Yeah, sorry.
Ithri and Junko, let's
Yeah, them
let's-
first. But I just wanted to remind that that's in there somewhere.
Okay. Ithri and Junko, I guess the stage is yours as you go down
You-
into Ithri's temporary workshop.
As we head in, you don't need to talk to the boss or anything. Marco was keen. No?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Don't
And
try
you're
and kiss my hand. I don't like.
no. He's never tried to kiss mine. It's very rude.
I have a
Marco
beard.
did.
Put a
Marco
contact
did, yeah.
poison on your hand.
That is that would be, yeah, but
Uh,
like a really mild one, just a bit of a chippy tummy. You don't want to kill him.
She's
Just
got
to give him
options.
diarrhea.
Yeah.
She's got options.
I bet. In the words of Marco, you're happy for me to just make this sort of a bit more stabby.
Yeah, the comma. See, like it has a little chip right here too. Could we buff that
I
up?
can certainly polish it up, and the balance is all right. You don't need it adjusted.
No.
Let me change runes, and we'll figure that out later.
Is this Ithri's first time working with Corvanian weapons?
Probably.
Okay. You would note right away that they are incredibly thin without being brittle. It's a very different style, with the emphasis being put less on weight behind the steel and more on intense sharpness of the blade.
Are they like flexible?
A little, yeah.
Weird.
They have a little bit of give to them.
I don't know how you damage people with this. It feels like I. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Let's figure this out. You haven't got any because it's Ava. Remind me, it's already got a. Is this bloodletting as well?
Yeah.
Okay. We
we're
need
just
to keep
gonna
that.
make it +2.
Yes. Okay.
And then we're taking it off the +2 scimitar.
Yeah. We're swapping them all over.
Okay.
I'm trying a new thing, Junko.
Which is
Talking.
it's hard.
Junko's heart plummets.
Yeah. So I just
Him too.
However, I know that it's not your style. I'm quite happy to sit here in silence and work away if you'd like. But if you've got any
you
questions
see
for
her
me,
like pouring like something into like her little smoke bomb container. I actually enjoy it. I just not very good at it.
you're not very good at talking. Well, ask me a question then.
What is your family like?
They are big characters. My brother's like a mad scientist.
You see Junko stop doing the smoke bomb and instinctively pull out a book to start writing.
I think this is like Ithri's probably used to just, oh, there's information. It goes down on an iPad.
Yeah.
He's really good with weapons. He would have this work done in half the time. I mean, I don't actually know if that's true. But he would have it done to a better standard than I could.
This is which family member? Sorry.
My brother.
Okay. Why do you think he's better?
Why do I think he's better?
Yeah.
Because he is. He. If you wanted the most masterfully crafted weapon that my family could produce, he's the one to do it. Very, very talented, but also a little bit crazy. Like, hard to keep
The
his
kind-
head on the game.
Like he'll have many projects and forget, or
More like if you wanted to get him to do something boring, it will be a problem. But if you go, I've got this really interesting thing I want you to make, it will be all consuming. As long as he's interested.
did you leave because he was better?
No, not at all.
Then why?
I left because my father is he's a traditional man, and it was going to be time for me to assume my role as part of the leadership of a business, and I wasn't ready for it. Foolishly, I thought, that's a lot of responsibility. I should run away and have an adventure. That would just be fun. Didn't think it would be, saving the world, changing time. Choosing the fate of I don't know how many people. Yeah.
Would you go back and stay if you had that chance?
I plan to.
No, I meant like knowing what you know now
As in undo everything.
and staying. Yeah.
That is a question and a half. I don't know, because we saved the world, right? If I undo that, who, or at least my part in it, you never know. I mean, the chaos that Loki caused. Doing whatever time stuff he did. I couldn't be responsible for things going differently. And I don't regret any decision I've made at the time. But yeah, maybe that first one. I don't know if I'd change it, but it stings.
It does.
I actually, if you don't mind talking too much, I had a question for you.
Oh, what is it?
Well, first, I want to say I admire you very much. And I'm very proud to be even associated with you slightly.
Junko kind of sinks, like.
Don't compliment me. But
It's more so like like instinctively, because she's like
yeah, she
very
knows.
ashamed. Yeah.
But I have to know, well, I don't have to know. I'd like to know, because I don't understand it. How you keep going with everything that's happened to you.
When I fight, I don't have to think.
I'm not talking about the fighting.
That's what I mean. I keep going, so I fight. I don't have to think. It feels calm. And in battle, the only time I feel serenity. And if I die, maybe I'll find peace. Or Ayus will bring me back and tell me to do it again. Who knows?
Wow. If there's anything I can do to help, I can fight you occasionally. Can't promise it won't hurt.
No, that's not necessary, but sparring would be nice. No,
Anytime.
I asked Cora if we could go to Corvania after. There are things that I cannot share with you guys, but it might help with predicaments.
I was worried about you keeping secrets. You'd have heard about it by now.
Trying to be open.
It's hard, isn't it? Anyway, that's it.
Not hard at
I'll
all. It's
stop.
super easy.
Just
Yeah.
you're not here.
Oh, okay.
Cora's like, I've just got this weird feeling someone's trying to say something.
Cora's
Yeah.
like, what the hell's a secret?
Yeah. The hell?
It's going to get very political very quickly, I think. And
As
I
in-
understand if you guys don't want it.
As in, you need to be political, or just things are going to get political around you?
Both?
I hate political stuff, but if you need me there.
Or we can rob a couple people and I can be a wanted criminal for all of time, and Saragarda can be at war with Corvania forever. That's the other option.
I mean, I feel like it'll resolve itself some way or the other. Just
Not with what I want to do.
I'm intrigued, but I won't ask any more questions. Keep your secrets.
Thank you. Also, here's a smoke bomb.
Oh, thank you.
Juko, like, signs of affection. Give a smoke bomb.
Have weapon.
Gave me one, so it must.
Nice.
Mine is poisoned, I bet.
Can you shove one in the party stash so I can actually have it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't know if they added to my... Oh, they did, because I didn't have any prior. I'm just gonna put it in weapons. I'm gonna put 2 in there. There we go. Now wherever that went. Consumables.
Thanks. Oh, one last thing. I'm going to try and be open. So if you want to ask questions at any point, then go ahead. But try not to tell Cora, because otherwise I won't be able to stop talking. There'll be so many questions.
Question time.
Junko doesn't have her mask on, and she just smiles at you like.
Like, yeah.
No, it's more like you get a sense of mischievousness.
Oh, shit. Like, don't piss Junko off or Cora's going to find out. Yeah. Cool. All right. I need to concentrate. Let me work on this weapon.
It's more so like
As-
Junko wants to know more, but Junko doesn't know how to ask, but Cora doesn't have a filter.
As you continue with your work, we're going to pause here and take our break. Chat, I would encourage you to hydrate, snack up, and stretch, of course, and we'll see you in a few minutes when we get back.
Wash your hands.
We're live.
Most
We're
probably
back.
not. Hello.
As we come back, we have discovered we're going to be spending a little more than 5 days on downtime. Real quick, Ashlow,
That's me.
is it only one striking rune that you are updating, or are you doing anything with the other 2 striking runes?
No, they're just being saved.
So to save them, it would still take 2 extra days.
Okay, how much are they worth?
33 gold each.
So that's a
Well,
question for the...
keep in mind, eventually, I'm gonna need something to replace my rebutter.
Yeah, but that's already got
Um,
striking, and you can't upgrade a rune on a rune. It just is what it is.
I know,
30
but I'm
gold.
saying I'm gonna
33
have to
gold.
start over eventually. So
You can just get a
So-
+2. Like they don't.
The
they
question
It's
for the
not worth
party,
saving.
the question for the party is, do we want to save 33 per gold per extra day? Do we want the gold or do we want the time?
No, those extra days could have additional downtime as well. So
Yeah.
you'd be able to make some money from that. It'd be a little more than 33, assuming Key and Marco don't roll like trash.
I like that Medora wasn't including a trash roll, which means I'm definitely
What-
rolling a 1 now.
Medora wasn't earning income, was she?
Yeah. I'm
Oh, you were?
+4, mate.
My bad. I forgot. Whoops.
Well, thanks,
Okay, so
Vasco,
yeah,
for
Medora
locking in
too.
my nat 1.
As long as everyone is happy with it, then we can...
I'm fine with it.
I'm
Yeah.
Extra
happy to
days,
do
that's fine.
4 days.
Okay, so
I gotta take someone on a
7
date.
downtime, or I can count. 8 downtime days instead of 5. 5 plus 3, Askell. You know this one.
4.
Right. So, cutting over to, it was Marco, correct? Marco, Cora, and Medora.
Well, Cora doesn't know yet, but yeah.
Hey,
Wait,
Marco, they've
wait.
gone.
Do I get to do all my fashion checks beforehand?
No, this
No.
is this
No,
is
'Cause
date.
then we
date
That'll be
then we
planning.
have to double scenes.
There's not going to be a scene for that. I'm just going to have you roll some dice.
If you
don't
get a
know.
nat 20 though, we go.
If there's a nat 20, that'll be different.
Hey, Marco,
Why are you whispering?
Junko's. Are you awake? Junko's gone. I
am
can't
awake.
knock on your tent. This is. Come on, come and sit in the tent.
I am already in the tent. Come, just come in.
Okay, wait, Cora,
What? I'm right
I
here.
need you to pinky promise that you're going to keep a secret.
I'm reading the Corvanian books, by the way, and like flipping through them.
It's for Junko's benefit, and I think you're going to love it. But you have to pinky promise me right now,
Okay.
and you have to promise that you're not going to spy on us with your halo on. I won't make you promise not to spy at all,
Okay.
but you have to keep the halo off if you're going to spy on us.
Okay, but I can't
Okay.
see without my. Okay.
That's not my problem. Come on, Marco's tent. Let's go. Don't wait, Key. I don't think I want Key's advice.
Okay.
He's
working.
already gone working, I imagine. Out
Okay.
in
Marco's
the
in there.
bazaar.
Wait, what are we doing?
Marco's helping me plan a date because my ideas. I don't think I have any ideas, and I don't know what to do. And Marco said he has like 12 girlfriends, so I figured that maybe if
You
someone
have
knew.
12 girlfriends?
I don't know if they consider themselves that still, you know.
Oh, you mean past relationships?
Okay, but
I-
12 past girlfriends is still better than my one. I don't know if she thinks she's friend. Help.
Well,
Why are you so shy all of a sudden?
It's Junko. And I kind of care.
No, I mean Cora. She's usually not like
well,
this.
you know, I've had a boyfriend too in the past, so you could have come
Wait,
to me
what?
for advice.
You never told me that.
Well, yeah.
Okay, we'll help then.
Well, our date was kind of rough because we kind of had to sneak around because we weren't supposed to be like dating and stuff. So it was kind of, you know. But
Are there
Okay.
just two thunderstruck people sitting there with Cora right now?
No, I believe that. Sneaking around, I've heard before.
I mean, I've heard it, but it's Cora.
Was he Corvanian?
no, he was
bad.
a monk in my monastery in Saragarda.
A celibate monk? Wow, Cora, that's pretty good.
Well, we were both supposed to be celibate, but you know, we were teenagers and like, you know. Yeah. And then we
Okay,
got
well-
caught and I wasn't allowed to do that ever again. So,
Well, not ever, right?
well,
Not
while
ever
I
was
was
there.
there, I kind of got separated from my friends and it's punishment. But anyway, we're not here about me. We're gonna
Maybe
plan
one
your
day
date.
we thought that out. If you want. It's up to you. Anyway, I gave Marco the books on Corvania that I found. And
Right.
You had Corvanian books?
It's looking pretty
Yeah.
bleak, to be honest. Just-
Okay.
You know,
Well,
I've known a Corvanian girl, and she wasn't like this at all. But you know, that's probably why she went after me. Let me hear your ideas. Like, you know, she's your friend. What do you want to do? What would you usually do? Or are you completely out?
Cora looks expectantly at Medora.
okay, so the entire history of what might be our relationship was like she died and came back to life, and then I saved her by throwing some really, really toxic vampire off a tower. And then I landed at the bottom, and then I caught her in my arms, and then we sat in the dark. And then we found everyone else, and okay, sidetrack. And then when we came back from the vampire, we sat on some watches together, I guess, and just didn't talk much.
They're into that
We
shit.
drank tea. We looked at the stars, and we sat there all night and watched the desert glitter.
Did she offer you the tea, or did you make
She
it
offered.
yourself?
This sounds like it's gonna be a
solid.
second date.
I don't know what counts as a date.
For Corvanian, that's like second base already.
Say that.
I mean, she sat next to me when we fought the golem. She put her head in my lap, and we just sat.
While we
But I
were
think
fighting,
that
you
was-
were cuddling?
No, afterwards, when Cora hid behind you with her halo on and was like,
I'm not. Next time, I won't do that.
Was I asleep for
yeah,
that?
next time you'll be like this.
Yeah.
It's okay, Cora's pinky promised that she's only going to spy on us with her halo off this time.
I have a
Eh,
telescope, so I should be fine.
You know, actually, with the Corvanian, just to be sure, maybe don't spy on them at all. Just let them have their privacy, you know?
Well, how am I gonna know how it goes?
Medora can tell you after.
What if they need my help in the middle of the date?
Why would they do that?
I mean,
Have you met
Maybe-
us?
have you seen them?
Oh my god.
Look, this is.
This is
Okay.
why I'm asking you for help. Can you
Right,
see?
right. So, so this is not how I usually do things, right? But I reckon you should make it very private. You know, let her have her space, and just just to make sure that there's no misunderstandings between you, since relationships are supposed to be two-sided and all that. Communicate your feelings and your needs as well, because if you were just gonna go to Corvanian, where we're still gonna be here in 10 years and you haven't touched her, so tell her what you need in a relationship, and then see her reaction, talk it out with her, talk it through, maybe meet somewhere dark outside, far away from us, not too far away you get mugged, but
And just
openly talk about what you want from her and ask
Okay.
her what she wants from you.
this is gonna sound real stupid.
You don't know what you want.
Okay, screw that. Let me tell you what I did. Okay, Majora, pull her aside. Okay. Junko doesn't really like talking anyway.
Mhm.
Do you have an interest in the martial arts at all?
I mean, I'd happily try. I'm not very good at it.
Why don't you have her teach you some stuff, like how to fight? And then
mean-
while she's teaching you, that could be an opportunity to, like
It does
get
say they do
closer.
touching in martial arts,
but-
so that's
but
actually
his-
okay in Convenian culture.
Okay.
Right,
Do they
right.
do martial arts without weapons? Because if she stabs me with this cloak on, it's gonna go really badly.
Well,
Really
you
suddenly.
could use like wooden weapons, or you could just use your fists. I don't know how good she is with that.
Okay.
That
But
could actually work.
That's how I kind of got close with the person I met. We were doing sparring, and there was a spark, and and then
You can't build chemistry with a Corvanian, Cora.
what?
Okay.
You can't. What do you mean by that? How's this gonna work then?
That's why I'm saying, this is not. She already did a bunch of Corvanian stuff. Let her
She's
also.
not just Corvanian.
Who? She's
Junko.
pretty Corvanian to me.
She was born in Saragarda.
Then it should be much. Okay, fine. Then what do you do with Serigada then?
I don't know. Sneak around while the elders don't find you, and then
Yeah,
get
okay.
caught and
So
get in trouble.
sneak away from the tent. So E3 and Cora and I don't find you. That's the first step. That sounds very good.
And do
Okay.
sparring. To have her teach you how to do stuff. She likes using her weapons. That's like her favorite thing.
Okay.
And she doesn't like talking about her feelings, but you're gonna have to do that at some point. Otherwise, she's just gonna get hurt anyways.
Oh, that's a good point. Like, get her in a headlock, and while she's in a headlock, be like, "How do you feel about this?"
How do you feel
Okay.
about me? Tell me, or I'm giving you a wheelie.
Sometimes you gotta like get up in people's faces to get them to tell you stuff.
Cora, do you think you could
Totally.
could you run to Hogan's for me? You're the fastest. And just see if you can grab like order some properly prepared meals so that I don't cook, because that went really badly last time.
Meals to go. I'm sure they have that. I will go get
For
some.
like
Just a
maybe
microwave meal.
I literally work there, right?
I know, there's a shot. But Cora's really fast, so she'll deliver them, they'll still be hot, and then
Are you
it'll be
going
fine.
right now?
No.
Well, when the date happens.
Okay.
Okay.
They don't do food to go though.
I'll ask him for a plate, and then I'll just throw it in a sack, and I'll be good to go.
Maybe just some street food or something. I don't know. I can't just give her a bag of rice, it would be rubbish.
What if you organize some of that rice pudding she said she likes?
Do they know how to make
Oh,
that at
I can
Hogan's?
try to help you make it.
Okay, well, E3
Is
said
there a
he was going to
recipe
need
in
a
that
few more
book,
days,
Marco?
so we're on day A3 said he'd need like another 4 days. So we've got 4 days to practice.
Oh, the pudding.
Well, because last time, okay, you didn't taste the pudding that I made before, but I really did poison a whole village. I promise you, I got banned from the whole.
You also
Yeah.
mentioned something about poisoning a trade route. Is this something I need to worry about in the future?
No, it was the same village, so I
Oh.
was like, I'll earn money by going and impressing Junko and making them.
See,
baklava,
that's the
and then I
thing.
poisoned
Impressing her with
everybody.
big gestures is not going to work, I don't think. That's
It
just gonna
wasn't
make
a
her
big gesture. It
uncomfortable.
was some pudding.
Right.
I don't know.
You want me to? I can try to make you some pudding. Remember when I made that tavern, the pancakes?
Didn't you make like orc pancakes before?
Yeah, I can make orc rice Well, I don't have my pan anymore, so I can't. But I could try to make rice pudding.
Yeah.
I could subtly ask Junko how to make it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, rice pudding doesn't sound too difficult. I'm sure we can find a recipe somewhere.
And you still, like, if you just say to her, Cora, it's not lying. You heard her say that her favorite pudding is rice pudding, and you just want to try it. Or we all want to, I mean, I do want to try it. But
Yeah,
it's not lying then, and that helped you not tell. You pinky promised me.
I won't tell.
Okay. And Marco,
Yes.
would you mind? I don't want to do this without someone being on guard in case this goes wrong. But we're in the middle of a compound, and I've got this thing. I can draw a door, and it would give us a private place for like just to have the date.
Oh, you can
But-
have the tent if you like. Or what is this? What do I have to do with the door? I have
can
to
just
guard
draw
the
it
door?
on the side of the tent, and then you can just do your normal night, but it means that it's semi-guarded.
Ah, I'm guarding the door. Got you. But don't let her
just
know
in
that,
case.
because she's not gonna like me being involved in this at all.
No, it's fine. You don't need to be around for this.
Does Junko not like you, Marco?
He raises eyebrows. Do you
She's
think she likes me?
I don't know. Sometimes she's really hard to read.
I think if she didn't like Marco, we'd know.
She did threaten to kill me once.
Yeah, but she didn't.
Is that really a sign of dislike from Junko?
That's like a standard greeting for her. Come on.
I think she likes you
How
just
they
fine.
say hello.
This is how they
Yeah.
say hello.
I think
That is how they say hello, actually.
And when you're cast of the military, it's like this.
I think your culture, your what did she say? Your leg spreading is just a little bit too.
It's none of her business whose legs I spread.
Well, okay, but it's just too different from her, and she just doesn't understand.
Okay, well,
Fucking snitch.
you didn't
We
get a
didn't
pinky
pinky
promise,
Yeah,
promise,
you
bitch.
didn't make a pinky promise.
You should have got a pinky promise.
Well, I'm sort of thinking that maybe that.
Okay, so we have a plan. What
Yep.
day are you gonna do it?
In 4 days.
Oh, the last. Okay.
So
Wait. Is this
So-
gonna be the last night out?
should I do it on the last night or the one before?
The one before. Way better.
One before. 3 days.
Okay, 3 days to get the pudding. Got it.
3 days to get pudding, and then I just need to draw the door 10 minutes before. It'll take me 10 minutes, but maybe.
Is the door one-sided, so only inside or outside of the tent?
So it'll basically, I can draw a door on the inside of your tent.
Right.
Like just right by the door so that it's not in your way or anything. But it'll be out of chalk. And then I can go in there and it's like 20-foot square room that I can take some pillows and make it comfy.
We had plenty of pillows before Marco took them.
Can borrow the pillows.
But I thought maybe, like, I don't really... If we're in the middle of all of the sheep guards and stuff, and I don't think I want to wander through that.
Are you gonna give me a signal in case I need to leave the premises?
Just don't open the... Why would you need to leave the premises?
You know, if you
Yeah,
guys
why
want to
would you
leave, I
need to
don't think
leave the
Junko wants to
premises?
see me sit in front of the door.
I'll just open the door first. Or if she opens the door first, just don't be sat in front of it.
Okay. I got the tent from the outside.
Okay, we have a plan.
Okay.
Do you have an outfit?
Now I gotta get rid of that stupid cape.
You got 3
We have
days.
3 days.
With
We
Oh,
have 3 days
shit!
to get rid of the cave.
I gotta use all my hero points. 6 rolls.
Okay. 3 days. Well, maybe... I have something that I can maybe do.
Right, do that before the date.
To get rid of the cave?
On that day, if we haven't got rid of the cape, I think I'll spend that day doing that.
Right, then you can do stabbing as well. In case she's into that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
Junko she loves to stab. Doesn't understand anything else.
Okay, we've got this. So I draw a door, we put some pillows in there. I make sure that her tea stuff is maybe in there as well if she wants that. But I'm gonna take a bottle of... I think the book said they like vodka, maybe.
I don't know.
Vodka.
You sure?
No, I like rum.
Yeah, I was gonna say do this sober.
Okay. So tea.
He's
That
good.
coffee you made me, that was good.
That doesn't taste nice gold though.
And I don't think she'd like it if I drank.
I don't think
She
I don't know
also-
if Junko likes coffee.
Okay, so tea, pillows and blankets, rice pudding, meal from Hogan's. Maybe, Cora, we sort it so that you know it's happening, and then would you be able to run the food?
Mhm.
I'm really sorry, I couldn't pay you back.
It's called
what?
Cora Dash.
Just pay me
That's
a
how
good
she's
tip
making
and
money
leave
in
me
this
a
town.
5-star review, and we're good.
Okay. And then, yeah. And if it goes wrong,
It won't
I'll
go
see you
wrong.
at Hogan's. You'll be working the night shift, right?
I'm always working a night shift.
It'll
I'm
be
working
fine.
that night shift.
Just don't mention, you know, her dad, her people, the angry hippo, the hungry hippo,
The hippogriff.
the
Me,
hippogriff, yeah, Marco, leg spreading,
no, actually, if it comes up, you know,
what comes up?
the leg spread.
Cora looks at Medora.
Medora just looks at Marco, looks back.
Okay, well,
Right,
I'm
you
gonna go
figured
work
it
on
out.
I'm gonna go work on the rice pudding.
Wait,
Okay.
bye bye, Medora. Cora, do you have a second?
Oh, yeah.
Medora goes off to go and do a
Kicks
performance
Medora
shift.
out of 10.
Medora's taking notes.
What?
Cora, I don't know if I'm the person to ask this, but are you okay?
What do you mean?
Like, remember the conversation we had about self-sacrifice and all that? And you said something like, you don't want, you know, what did you say? If we die, the adventure is over or something, but you don't want that, and so you're gonna die instead. But then your adventure is over.
Well, I guess I didn't think about it like that, but I would just go be with my people, I think. And that's kind of like a new adventure in itself.
Well, like when you die, you know you have somewhere to go, and that's like I don't know what happens when I die.
What do you believe happens?
I don't know. Isri said something about hot ladies coming to pick me up, but I guess that depends on how I die.
Uh, I'm not familiar with that one.
You should talk to him about it. It sounded really interesting.
You don't have like a goddess or anything you have ever.
Oh, I can think of a few goddesses. Well, as I said, like you know, there's plenty of beliefs to go around. The one I'm kind of fond of is this Caden Kalian guy, but
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
right.
I don't know that he's gonna come. What? He's gonna come pick me up for a drink? I don't think that's how it works.
Maybe.
Really?
I don't know.
That's kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, are you saying after your final adventure, you wouldn't want to have a nice drink with?
Well, sure, but I just thought, you know, when you die, you die. I didn't really, you know, maybe your soul goes to somewhere. I don't know if that's gonna be me or whatever, but
There's a life force inside everyone, and I think it's got to go somewhere.
and you're
And
just okay with yours going, you know, wherever, wherever you go.
I mean, I can't really change where it's gonna go. I would like to see my dad again, make things right.
Your dad dead,
Yeah.
but he's there, so technically he's not dead. He's just somewhere else.
Well, yeah, he's like an archangel, so
Oh yeah, I
death
forgot
for
about
them
that.
is kind of like I don't know. Or maybe I would go be with my mom. I don't really know, or like to Valhalla. It's kind of like
Oh,
two
see,
different
that's the one with the hot ladies
things.
picking you up.
Well, I don't know if I would, because I'm not really like the typical like warrior that, you know,
Yeah, you exploded the whole temple.
well, yeah, but I don't know. I guess I kind of just assumed.
You can die fighting without hurting people, fighting for something, fighting with somebody.
But I guess what I'm saying is I'm not really worried about it. I'd rather keep you guys here.
So we don't go to our afterlife.
I just think you have more to do here.
Aren't you literal demigod sitting right in front of me? I'm some dude from a tavern.
I wouldn't say I'm that. I'm just a girl with wings sometimes.
Well, all I'm trying to say is, you know, don't throw your life away. Use it while you got it.
I also have a lot of life. Can I show you?
Yo, what?
Here, give me your hand. I'm gonna cast that spell on him.
What spell?
Let me grab it. That's the one I always cast on Key.
The soul binding thing?
Lifelink?
Lifelink?
No, not lifelink. Life connection.
Lifelink.
I
was
think
That
close.
is a very
think-
different spell.
Oh, is it?
I mean, I have
think-
lifelink too.
I think you've done that once to me in the Temple of Amun-Ra.
Can you feel it?
Can I feel it, Askel?
I'm reviewing real quick.
Now it turns out that Mark
Oh.
was evil and he burns or something.
No, you wouldn't really feel much. Just the faintest tingle of like a spell being cast on you, but it's not
Ooh,
really something that
tingly.
you'd feel now.
I guess my point is I have an abundance of life in me, of energy, and sometimes I feel like it needs to come out. Does that make sense?
To be clear, if you were trying to do what I think you were trying to do, it has to be one of the revelation spells.
No, that was it.
That's not a revelation spell.
What do you mean? Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, maybe it was Life Connection then.
You cast that's what's in chat is life connection.
Or not, sorry, Lifelink.
Oh, that one I've never
That's
seen.
the one.
Okay, my bad. I didn't actually read it. Ashlow was right!
It's happened once or twice.
So this one is different then.
So with this one, this is a very different thing. Yes.
It's like, wow.
Are you okay?
He kind of reaches out and you see a little mote of light in her hand. And similarly, you see little motes of light around your own. And as they sort of drift toward each other, like fireflies, when they sort of bounce off of each other for a moment, and as they do, there's a spark of brilliant, crackling white light. And then suddenly you feel a surge of like caffeine, of energy, and like almost jitters, but not like nervous jitters or stressed out jitters, like the jitters you get waiting for Christmas morning.
Oh.
Christmas!
You feel, for lack of a better word, more alive, vibrant. You feel this natural, like overflowing positive essence.
Wow. That's kind of beautiful, Cora.
You
And
feel
even
it?
as you do, you see little flowers poking out of the sand around Cora.
Actual flowers?
You can see, you know how some people just wake up one morning and they've just got brand new bruises everywhere, or little nicks and cuts that just mystery appear? You see all of those on Cora just vanishing almost faster than you can clock that they exist. You see the very sand sort of lightening and smoothing, like it's almost like the sand itself is getting younger.
Wow. I do feel it.
I have that in me all the time. And
Crazy.
I'll be okay. Sometimes I just want to give it to other people.
As long as you know what you're doing.
I might overdo it a little bit sometimes, but
Or like when somebody throws 9 fireballs at you and then you pass out.
well, if I dodge the 8 of them, maybe I can't dodge the 9th one. So, but yeah.
All right.
And I am confident that if I keep you guys up and I go down, you guys will look after me. So
I do if I can.
can I ask you something?
Sure. You always ask me things anyway. No use, just ask.
Is Marco the name you chose for yourself?
No, that's the name old Giuseppe told me I was given.
The one who raised you?
Right.
He just decided to call you Marco?
I don't know if he decided that or if my parents had already given me the name.
Oh, okay.
It's like, when you're a child and they call you by your name, you never question why that's your name. They just, I've always been called Marco.
That makes sense. I was just curious. When you're sometimes when you go out adventuring, you might pick your own name.
That's where the monsieur comes in.
Doesn't that just mean Mister?
Right. But Monsieur Marco is sort of a brand,
Yeah, I guess that's true. But you can keep calling me Cora, but that's not my real name. Not the one I was
It's not
born
your
with,
real
anyway.
name? Is that the one you've chosen then?
Hmm?
Well, you don't have to call me Mr. Marco all the time. You can just call me Marco.
Okay. I will. Well, I'm gonna go get rice pudding going.
Right. I read some
Will
more
you-
about our Corvanian friends.
Will you try it as I make it?
If you want me to.
I need to know if it's good.
You don't know if it's good if you try it yourself?
Need a second opinion.
Have some self-confidence, but sure, I'll try it.
Okay. She runs off.
She comes back 5 minutes earlier.
Okay, got it. Here it is.
Okay. So, making this dish, I have good news and bad news.
Oh God.
So, without a formula,
So I'm gonna ask Junko for the formula.
that
Very
is to say the
stealthily.
recipe.
If Junko knows how to make it.
She does. And I
Does
do.
Jun so about that? Does Junko know how to make that?
It's very easy. It's just household stuff. So you just need like an
Well,
egg.
sure, Ava
milk,
knows that, but
rice.
would this be something Junko has encountered?
She'd probably
Okay.
have to work in the kitchen every once in a while.
Then
I was
I
gonna say,
will
she
allow
probably
that
had to
Junko
make
has the
food.
formula.
Share with me your formula.
Using the formula, it does still require a crafting check.
Okay.
You, 5 heads, bought like
I
80
love
pounds of rice.
Hell yeah.
So
Good for
you've
practice.
got the raw ingredients already.
I'd like re-bag the rice.
That's a lot of
I
pudding.
bought rice.
More than that.
I bought
More
rice.
than that.
Everybody wants some rice.
You never know when you need rice. So you want a crafting check?
With the spite rice, I guess.
Spite rice. This is
rice.
my personal rice.
I'm not having it called spite rice. This is
That
a
is-
date, Askell. It's romantic rice.
This is date rice.
You
It's like-
bought it out of spite for the fact that I dared say
No,
you will
I
never
bought
need
it for this date. I bought it knowing
Your excuse.
100%
Cora
because
bought
I'm a
this
timey-wimey.
because it was
No,
said.
I didn't. I wanted to make sweets out of it.
Before or
words
after
in my
you guys
mouth?
were like sacks of rice that can probably never
That's
be used.
irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to roll?
This would be crafting.
Oh, I gotta see
It
this.
says select item to craft. I'm gonna have to do it for my character sheet.
Rice pudding.
I can't type in rice pudding. Is this public?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose so. Everyone will see.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
18. I have a +0, so.
Untrained.
but, like- How hard is it to make rice pudding? Come on.
It depends on if you know what you're doing or not.
Well, I follow the
And
recipe.
no, like, consider this. Untrained, it means Cora basically doesn't know what the actual kitchen tools are. She doesn't know the difference between a skillet and a pot. She just
What?
sees things, thinks about it, and is like, this makes sense. I'll use this. She is utterly untrained. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's acting on instinct.
Okay.
And you know what? It works out.
Yay.
It's not a very high DC. Rice pudding is a 0 level item.
Better be.
Oh shit, I made this too early. I've got 3 days.
Well, but now you know how to make it, right?
So you actually won't be able to do this until day 6
Okay.
because
well,
you
I
do
will...
need the day of downtime. Until
will
then,
wait
like you're
to make it,
practicing, you're trying to weasel
technique.
the recipe out of Junko.
Yo, Junko, give me that recipe.
Junko would
Yeah.
literally be like rice, milk, egg, vanilla, cinnamon.
What order? What temperature? What stirring velocity? Give me details.
So here's the next problem. Those ingredients aren't really all here.
Eggs?
Eggs are here.
I have sugar.
Milk is the problem.
Can you milk
Camel
a
milk.
camel?
Not goat milk? Camel milk?
There is camel milk.
I'll use
I wonder how
camel milk.
that is gonna change the taste. I wonder how
Also,
that.
like it'd
but
make
if
it
it's
more
an
That's not my
oasis,
problem.
if it's an oasis, you could have like cattle, right? Like
It's a trade route.
I
Also,
just
if
have a
this
list
date
of
goes
what is
wrong
present
because you
here.
sabotage the milk,
Judeco, what kind of milk should I use?
Camel milk would be the most attainable. If you want to spend more money, you could get your hands on cow's milk, but if
I'll
you're
spend
fine
the
with
money.
camel milk,
can
you're
Kyrek not summon milk like how he summons water or something?
correct.
I don't want to
cannot.
see what that looks like.
nobody sabotaged
Funny
this date.
enough, there is a web series I have seen in which conjure milk is a spell. Won't talk about that.
Wait, how much would it be?
3 silver.
Or I could make pancakes and conjure
Yeah,
maple syrup.
that's fine. We'll get milk.
Well, you can get milk. I'm just saying if you want cow milk, it would be 3 silver.
Yeah, I'll get cow milk. I want to
Okay.
try it to stay as true to the original. Which
Okay.
I assume is cow milk.
And yeah,
Or
yeah.
wants
So
the
you'll
state
spend
to go as
a
well,
few days
or it does.
learning how to do this, and you are very fortunate that you are lucky enough to get it right. Not that I'm calling any names out here, but it is a factor that cooking is not something you can take for granted. That is the crafting skill. Let that be a lesson to you. Ithri can cook. He doesn't, but he can.
It's because I had a good stirring
This-
velocity.
Counterclockwise 4 times, clockwise 5.
Yeah. So, were there any other things for the downtime that we had to cover? That's it, right?
Right.
Ithri's doing his things, but
Oh, I need to know whether Marco succeeds before the day of the date. Because otherwise
Succeeds
that daytime...
in
The fashion
which
show.
part?
get national
Okay.
I need
go
the
ahead and
checks
make
up
your
to-
6. Well, no, you already did the first 1, 2. No, you did the first 2. Go ahead and make 4 checks.
What do you mean I did the first 2? Did
Only
I?
one. There's
Day
only
one was
one.
last game. You did a check
No, I didn't do
today
one last
already,
game.
which was
I did it
No.
this game. I did the one for last time. I didn't do one last game.
you did
What?
the
the
night that we
beginning.
had.
not
The night
last
that we
game,
had
but
the-
like for that day.
Yeah.
You did for that day,
Ah, yeah.
That's the only one.
and
So
you
there's
did
still
for day 2, which was when we started today. So you've got 4 more.
1.
okay. Yeah.
Not a success.
2.
For chat's benefit, if there's anyone who doesn't know this, I'm horrified that it just keeps getting closer. I told him that he could break a
3.
curse
Oh.
if he rolled a nat 20 on a fashion lore check. That was survival, by the way.
What?
It is. Okay.
The last 2 say survival.
Oh, what? What the fuck?
Reroll.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter, right? If it's a 20, it's a so.
That's true.
Okay, and
that's
now I
true.
have 3 hero points. So let me
What do you
do.
mean?
You actually using? Oh,
One of them
He
is gonna
really
go to
wants-
waste anyways.
I love
He
it.
wants his date to go well.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Getting closer.
Okay, that's 1.
Oh, it's
No.
getting
No.
so close.
This
It's
is
so close.
Wait, no, I have to find one that I just roll it again because I can't re-roll anymore because the
just
other one was
just
survival.
roll it. It can just
Yeah,
be
yeah.
a straight d20 because, as you said, it's really the okay.
Ah, fine, I failed.
Thank goodness for physics still retaining some meaning.
I want to give
Um,
my hero points up for that. I'd way rather have this
It
fun
doesn't work
story
that way
happen.
though. It unfortunately does not work that way.
Yeah, but it's fun.
So yeah, you have a lot of ideas. Some of them are very, very good ideas. None of them is sufficient to break a magic curse.
Did this. What about this?
Fine. I concede defeat
For now.
for now. Yeah. The next curse item, if it's clothing based, I will try again.
So the day of the date, I spend 8 hours instead of doing performance with the feet break curse.
Oh no, if that fails, we're fucked.
If that fails, you're boned.
Oh, I
you're
don't
gonna
want to
be
be
wearing-
boned.
You're going to be wearing like 70s crocodile skin clothing.
Make
to-
it work.
Look, the issue at this point is not the fashion, it's that if we're going to spar with weapons and I get stabbed,
I mean,
I'm
I'm
going to be
sure
poisoned on the day.
Junko would be, you know. She
I would
wouldn't.
She'd be
prefer-
very careful.
Yeah, but I would prefer not. As a,
For not
just
to
a
be
general
careful?
point.
So there should be an action for this, for break curse. So you spend, this is going to be an entire day of, you've got, hey, lucky you. You are really fortunate that Ithri needed those extra days.
I'd
Uh,
have moved this, it's fine. I'd have just moved it around.
Attempt to counteract the curse.
Mm-hmm.
So roll occultism, or I guess religion if you want.
So I want to clarify. No, it's all changed anyway because I have different spells. It's fine. But is there anything that I can do, like the? Wait, I say it's changed. I should have guidance anyway, I think. Then
You
I
have
just
to cast
have
that.
Yeah,
Kyra
but
could
then-
guidance her otherwise, right?
I could guidance. Can I do it?
But does that work because it's an
wait.
8-hour praying and
Nope.
then a counteract?
Oh.
So it doesn't work because it doesn't last for the full 8 hours.
Correct.
Okay. So I have my Pennant of the Occult. Everything is there. I wanted to ask Key for help, but they're not here. So
And since they don't have that specific feat, they can't help anyway.
can they not aid with occultism?
You have to, in order to, so they can aid with occultism things, but they have to have this to be able to use. This is a specific type of action that you
Okay.
have to have the feat for, basically.
Is this blind? Not blind.
Not blind. It doesn't have the secret keyword. Oh, I'm
Right,
just
yes.
kidding. Key does have this feat.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
So Key
Well,
is going to roll to aid.
I want to hero point it anyway with the
Hold on.
7.
Hold on. Let's see what he gets to aid first, because you might get a penalty too.
Ah,
God.
Wouldn't that be fun?
kill
Don't
Kyra.
do it, Key.
I like
Okay.
that you're rolling that blind as well, so we can't see
I
it.
made a mistake. Nope, that I'm going to re-roll it. It was a success.
You can
Then why
just
are you
reveal
re-rolling
it,
it?
Pascal. You know
Because you
that
have to be able to
Foundry
see it.
has a
Bitch.
Okay, that's a success. So you
Foundry
get plus
has a
1
reveal
from Key.
button as well. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So it's a
Um,
success.
You
But that is a
jerk.
success, so you get plus 1 from Key
Okay.
aiding in this.
In that case, so I'm gonna just roll
Well,
it separately and knock a hero point
But you
off
you
because
you get told if it's a success before you roll the hero point, right? Because it's not secret.
No. I think you have to decide if you're going to I think with a hero point, it's not retroactive.
Oh.
It says in the rules, I think, if it is. Because I
Yep,
saw
it will.
something that said that specifically. And I was like,
Oh.
no!
so
Well,
in which case
is that high enough? 25?
24.
25 is
25.
not
Yeah.
high enough.
Oh.
hang on,
Now, a better question is, would 29 have been high enough?
hang on.
Probably not. I would
You don't
assume
get to tell us
DC
that.
30.
I don't. And even if I did get to, I still wouldn't. That's no fun.
It's no fun.
What if I roll for insight?
So I'm going to use turn back the clock.
Do it.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
better than a hero point. We're turning literally game mechanics for retconning.
Pretty much. That is, I can't disagree with your assessment.
So I get to do this one.
I'm looking at what the DC to.
You fail this, then it's after
the-
the date already. Time gets.
Is there a check to see whether you can recheck the check?
Hang on one second. Sorry, I'm looking for.
No, so this is my last chance, I think.
What's the item called that you're trying to?
What
It's
is it?
the
cloak,
armor,
the-
right?
It's
No,
the
it is the
cloak.
cloak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Can't be counteract. Got it. Okay. Okay. So turn back the clock was applied.
Wouldn't you have just
You
used
hop
that
back.
before
What
you
is-
put
You
on
re-roll.
the code?
You can't.
Oh,
Aid do? Is that a
You cannot use
status?
turn back the clock.
No?
It is a fortune ability, as is your hero point. You choose. You could do this or a hero point. You can't do both.
Well, I've already done a hero point, so I can't do both.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
So fortune abilities cannot be used on the same thing. Same thing with misfortune. You can use a misfortune and a fortune on the same thing, but all that does is cancel each other out.
Okay. In that case, I get that back. No.
So, oof. You're going into a date with a crocodile skin cape. Jesus.
okay, come
Did
on.
we
It's
say,
not, she's
Askell,
not
did we
that
say
shallow.
that dispel magic at high enough level would work?
I was speculating. I was mistaken. There is an option. Key has a spell. And I believe Key can cast this without penalty.
Let's just go to his healing tent and ask him.
But
like,
it
pay
is
him.
it is definitely like the last, like the emergency solution. Cleanse affliction. Attempt to counteract the affliction if it is a curse. Yes, it's a 4th level cleanse affliction. Which I suppose Key will not
if Key
charge you
doesn't-
for.
I was
This is
gonna
literally
say-
what Key's making money with. He will reluctantly do so without charging you.
Reluctant.
But he is going to make an effort of giving you a coupon that you have to make a show of giving him for this.
Lovely.
Let's see. Applied. Okay, so yeah, he can cast this. Counteract check. Ugh, I really wish there was just a counteract button on here. We gotta look into a module for that or something. Well, put it this way.
Yeah,
I
I
know it's
only
going to
have
start with a
counterspell.
D20. I think you're looking good. Because it would be plus, as far as I can tell, 19, 29, 33. You're good.
Nice.
Comes off.
Medora
It comes
spends an
off.
entire day, like, agonizing over it.
You just needed
And
the
by
lizard to get rid of
comes
the lizard
off,
cloak.
as it being a cursed item, it actually disintegrates.
So you can't even give it to your worst enemy.
Correct.
Like
So
that
you
would
can
be
just
such a
destroy
Marco
the
thing
item.
to do.
I'd have just laid it on Marco's bed, like, there you go.
You
Have a
have
blanket.
the ashes of a really ugly cape.
There's some
I
fat
scoop
Probably
it
in the
into a
top
jar.
5 ugliest garments Medora has ever worn.
I scoop them
And that
into one of
is-
the empty bottles from the party night, and I take it into Marco's tent and just write, thank you for the fashion. Probably never again.
Let us hope that a lesson has been learned about donning capes that have not
No.
been fully identified. No, okay.
Lesson learned.
No lessons will
Okay.
be learned here.
So unfortunately, this is going to reduce one of the days that Key could have been working. So real quick, let's do this earn income stuff.
Yay.
Marco,
An income. Oh, you must select
you
at
are
least one
earning
PC.
income for. You didn't lose any days, so you're doing the full 7 days, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And it is a level 4 check. I believe you need to know that for your earn income.
I think you need
macro.
to give me my token because it says I need to select one PC to do it, and when I select a party token, it doesn't work.
Cheers. There's everybody's tokens.
Yep. Loading, loading, loading.
So,
Here I am.
let's see how you do. the
Level
bottom.
4, you said,
Yep.
and 7
And-
days.
7 days.
7 days, click. Oh, and that's not acrobatics. Would that be deception? Because I'm trying to make people, like, tell them stories
So-
and keep them drinking.
You can do performance, diplomacy. I don't think you have alcohol lore.
No, that's
Alcohol lore?
Thana.
Oh, it's a thing. Remember, you just watched Malevolence, where we had a
Yeah.
PC who could not stop trying to use it.
Thana. So what did you say? Performance? Oh, that's actually
You can do
pretty good.
performance.
Diplomacy? No, I'll do performance. Performance and income. Stylish combatant. Do I get that? No, probably not.
I don't think so. Okay, that's a success.
Hell
So you make 49 silver.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Is it?
In
yeah.
for a week.
Yeah.
Basically, well, I know dollars don't convert easily, but to the euro, but it's like $490 in 7 days.
Yeah, okay.
It's
That's
like a
actually
minimum
not
wage
bad,
job.
yeah,
You
yeah.
worked a minimum wage job for a week, and you got a minimum wage.
Wow,
Not
that's
terrible.
actually like that's like
Wait, is
top
that
tier.
including tips?
Yes.
Well, I rolled pretty badly, so.
Critical success, you might have been looking at a little higher.
I don't have any hero
money.
points to re-roll it, so.
Who else? Medora, you
Yes.
were spending. So you try to break curse, so you've also lost a day. The date is going to cost you a day. So for you, we'll say
The date's
it would
an
be,
evening,
yes, but
so it's curse, the crafting,
That-
and the
effectively
first
though,
day
for
that I
a day
lost.
of a dedicated day, I would say 6. And you were
Okay.
trying to perform.
Yes.
In your case, I would call it a level 6 task.
Okay.
Because you're kind of an entrepreneur here. You're not working for an employer. You're trying to attract attention and
Oh, things I'm good at.
also in the bazaar.
Is this blind, not blind?
Nope, not blind. It's the macro. You're using the earning. There you go. And it shows. Look at Jesus. On a success, you make the equivalent. So 2 gold. That's about 200. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's less than Marco. Why is that less than Marco? That doesn't make sense.
No, I get 12 gold.
12 gold. Oh right. Yeah. What am I? No, because 49 silver is 4.9 gold. Shut up, Tim. Yep, you're right. Math was not my favorite subject, and obviously neither was reading comprehension. Yeah, you make a fuck ton of money. That's like $1,200.
Dang.
Pretty good for a week. Not even a week.
Now, if you do that
Turns out-
100 more times, I can get the armor I want.
Dancing in a
Yay, get to
busy
work.
Leave
market
me here.
full of pretentious people who think they're better than everyone makes you a
I mean,
pretty
I
good
probably
chunk of
put the
cash.
courtesan dancer's outfit back on to be like, hey, look at
Right.
me.
This is the equivalent of spending like a week on OnlyFans, and it works out pretty well.
Guess what Medora's good at?
You know what? Money's money.
Look, dancing in front of other people, great. Trying to plan a date with Junko, clueless.
And then who was number 3? Key. Right, Key
Actually-
is gonna earn income using religion. Right? Was Key using religion or hang on? Let me double check Key's proficiencies.
Or medicine?
No, it was religion. It was religion. Level here, I would say would be about a 5 days. Key's doing it for 7.
6.
7.
thought
No,
he had
because
to use
remember
the
Key
last
did the
day to
first
help.
day. Key was the only one who spent day 1 doing this
Yeah,
as well,
but he used a day to help Medora, didn't he?
which goes back to 7 instead of 8.
Oh, it's 8 days, right?
You love to see it. So Key earns 14 gold. Did it auto add that money to you
Nice.
guys, by the way? I assume it didn't.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I manually added.
Yeah.
So yeah. Lots of You know what? If you combine everything, that's 14, 24, 26, roughly 30 gold. That's not bad. 3 of you spending a week doing stuff, 30 gold, that's pretty good.
I think I
Frankly.
still have 2 more days.
You do. Was there something you were going to do with those?
I'm just gonna keep finding rumors, so
Oh, for
I can do 2.
thank God I
rolls.
didn't close the sheet. All right, go ahead and roll.
Look, I like doing it. What was it again? Diplomacy?
It is diplomacy.
I like to
Gather
think this is
info?
Cora's way of deflecting that she's keeping secrets from Junko.
I gotta get secrets from somewhere.
Go get more secrets.
Okie dokie. Second to last day. Whoops. Beneath the large oasis in the desert lies
No,
a lost
no.
temple.
No. I'm not doing desert. Sorry, I didn't say what I was doing.
Oh, good, because this was a bullshit rumor anyway.
Okay.
What did you want?
I wanted to do Corvania again.
Okay. More rumor on Corvania. Let me think about this. You hear that the Corvanian Senate is really at odds right now, that there's a lot of politic drama coming out of there because a large portion of the Corvanian senators don't especially see a reason to be at war with Saragarda. And they're trying to pass a resolution to cut it off. Whereas the war supporters, mostly traditionalists, hold that their country was founded on the principle of freedom for culture, for every culture, and that every ounce of Corvanian culture should be dedicated to the eradication of conqueror leaders.
Okay.
And what's this one for?
Next Regnum.
You mean Corvania?
That part of Corvania specifically.
The next Regnum
No,
region
hold on.
of Corvania.
Hold on. Why don't we do Andalon? What's going on over there?
Which is it?
Andalon.
Andalon?
Mhm.
Anything in particular, or just what the hell's the local rumor?
What the hell are they doing besides selling themselves to Corvania for?
So you hear that a lot of Andalonians are really excited. There's going to be like a great big sporting tournament, like an international sporting tournament that they are gearing up for to host in probably Glass Coast City. People are really excited about that. Supposedly, you get some rumors that like some important Andalonian merchant is making a show of offering discounts to anybody looking to buy Sarah Garden.
Okay. Typical. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of socio-political nonsense. Posturing.
My country's
then-
so interesting.
For that middle day, I make the rice, and I do Cora Dash for them.
And Ithri, you are done, right? With that's it. We've covered everything with crafting.
We have crafted 1 armor and 2 weapons for other people. Ithri needs to do the 2 striking runes and his own hammer.
Okay. Wait a minute. That still leaves you 1 day.
Sorry, 3 striking.
The third
runes.
striking. 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then all we have left to do is a certain event that occurs on day 7. And then we will open up and then after that, we will be on effectively day 9, presumably, unless something comes up the day you guys are setting out. Right?
On my last shift, I want to confront Hogan with my findings.
Don't forget that. Put a pin in that. Because just before we end, there is one other thing. And it's not what you might initially expect.
Are you happy, Ithri? I hope you're happy.
Junko.
Oh God.
For the first time since Saragarda, you have a lucid dream. It is familiar. A night sky without stars, with only a black moon, an endless field of graves, and a skeletal, rotting corpse of a once beautiful angelic figure hanging above you like some rotting dead tree. Its eyes are open and just looking at you, the face twisted in utter disgust. You can hear a distant rumble of thunder, but there's no clouds, no rain. It's just loose thunder. Happy?
What?
Are you happy?
No, I'm
No.
not. I'm glad to see you.
Playing games.
Hmm?
What is a soul? Do you know?
My soul's worth. Sorry, you cut out.
What is a soul's worth? Do you know?
I guess it depends on the good
A
and
soul is
bad that you
priceless. You don't sell a soul.
I was
Your
thinking
soul did not belong to you.
meant like the value if it was good or bad. It could be worse.
It is
That's all.
not gold. It's not pearls. Why did you sell that which did not belong to you?
Because I saved other souls.
You had no right. A soul, even one as damaged and polluted as yours, has infinite value. It is the core of existence. Life itself is built upon souls. Those who move on, those enjoying their reward, those suffering in eternity of punishment, all souls. Souls are beyond ownership. They are that which makes everything exist. It was not for you to decide where your soul was bound. It was not for you to shake hands with that
Whose choice
creature.
is it for my soul? If it is not mine to sell.
It is not a choice, you foolish child. It
That it was
simply
not for me. Then
is.
who is it for? Snake Eyes. The others. They're safe. Their souls are fine. They're not crucified.
If their deaths were their destiny, tragic as it is, then so be it. You didn't save them by damning yourself. You don't even understand what you've done.
No, I do. And that's the worst part.
You are utterly irredeemable. And again, it stares at you with something beyond contempt, something closer to hatred. You should be the one who died. You are a plague. And you don't even feel remorse as you play, as you drink your tea, as you pine those other mortals. You had a future where you could have saved all of them, where you might have been the beginning of a bright, hopeful future. And you and I were going. I wanted you to be great. Look what you've done. And even without clouds, the light in the sky flashes somehow, and you see all those gravestones. And among the gravestones, every single tomb beside it, a floating wisp, the wraith of some soul lost. Look what you've done. It's starting soon.
What? What's starting?
What you began when you tried to betray Arkhill. When you started this war. When you chose to be an assassin, a killer, a heartless, contemptible murderer. And the world needed something with a conscience. You did this. And I will make sure that you live to see it. Everything that you've done. And then you can rot. And you feel like this dreamscape falling away under you as you fall back into the blackness of sleep.
I don't think she would sleep after that.
Technically, she only got here while she was asleep.
Yeah, but like after that, I don't think she would still be asleep.
I would go so far as to say she gets no rest. It's the kind of
Great start to a date.
yeah.
Time for
Yeah.
your date.
This is, by the way, the sleep leading into
A day off.
day
Dora,
of
you
date.
got your work cut off for
I'm
you.
so glad I rescheduled it.
It's okay.
Oh,
I spend the whole day prepping by trying to remove a cloak, failing, and then Key being like, fine.
And that morning, Junko, you are awakened by the shrill, demonic cry of an eagle-like creature not far away. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Caw. Stilly, can't you end like on a positive note ever?
I
We had
can.
so many good
I
things
don't.
happen in this episode. I feel like he just had to snatch.
To be honest, my primary motivation was just to prove I'm capable of some kind of ending that doesn't involve Ithri.
Ah.
I mean, you pretty much did the same thing. Are you happy, you little bitch? Are you happy? Fuck off.
Are you suggesting that being a miserable damned creature held prisoner in one of a PC's minds is not a reason to be pissed
I
all the
think a
time?
creature trapped in Cora's mind would be quite happy. That's all I'm saying.
I don't want to be trapped in Cora's mind.
I kind of
I-
wish Cora
I
had
want to be
Alessia.
trapped in Cora's mind.
Honestly, Alessia's kind of a bummer,
Oh yeah.
but I feel like she's
don't
not
wish
even
it
in
on
the
Cora.
same like tier list as the bummer Junko carries around.
I feel like Alessia in
Bummer,
Junko's
bro.
head would cause a complete implosion.
I feel like if Alessia were in Junko's head, she'd be like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You're
I
good.
gotta go.
You know when
I get it
Ithri's
now,
like,
yeah.
I'm
she tells
trapped
me
with
about all the
you.
things.
No, you're trapped
She's-
with me.
yeah, but she's like seeding doubt in Ithri. She's like, oh, you're doing everything wrong. Here's everything you're doing wrong. In Junko's head, she's like, well, you did all of that wrong in the worst way. Like, that is just, even I wouldn't do that. Like, that is nasty.
And Junko just goes, I know. Just
Yeah, Junko's like,
"Yeah,
come
I
out and fight
know."
me.
I think I didn't know this entity yet, right? This is a new thing.
This
a
is
new
something-
voice demon inside somebody's head.
Believe it or not, this is an ancestry feature of Nephilim.
Okay.
We've talked about it brief. Cora and Junko mentioned it briefly.
They
That
all
you
have like a
can-
spirit dream guardian.
That's still fucking Dream Guardian is a giant rotting corpse.
How do you
Uh,
think Junko's wings are rotted and skeletal?
Yeah, but like, I don't
I mean,
know.
Ava, you missed this moment last week where I was like, so Marco, you wanted to know about voices and heads. He's like, yeah, how many people have voices and heads? I'm like, just everyone.
I will note, Junko
It's not
did
in my
not
head.
raise her hand at that point. She sort of was like,
It's not in my head.
I think Cora explained the concept though, didn't she?
I believe
Yeah.
Cora did.
And then
Yeah,
I
I'll
said
have
your
to
I said
catch
your
up when I
wings are
can.
fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
Turns out, celestial angelic beings don't thrive when they're being forced to become an assassin. Tragic, really. But I digress. We will be continuing the game next week, ideally back with our full party. So you can see how that date goes and what comes next.
Oh my god, what's Medora gonna wear?
Um,
A week to figure it out.
Nearest
Not
close
the
you can
green
find.
cloak.
Same.
we have a game
thing's gonna
coming
turn into
on
Candles, liquor.
Friday with a slightly different group, also Pathfinder, in Return of the Rune Lords, where our party has a little pest control problem in their in their hotel room, which may or may not have resulted in some really severe reasons
get
to leave a
TPK'd.
negative Yelp review.
Bro, I opened up. That was my joke. I opened up the window
I'm
for
running with
some
it. It was a
night
good window.
air, and some guy came in and fucking killed me. So.
Well, see,
and
the
then started
problem, it was a typo. You
killing
wanted
everybody else.
night air, but you misspelled it to knife air.
My bad. We thought that's what you ordered. So sorry.
So that'll be on Friday. And if you want to see either of these two games or some of our past stuff, some different game systems, some different adventures, even the odd different DMGM or two, you can find all that on our YouTube channel. And you can get notifications for all this shindig stuff on our, I don't know, on our
Disorganized
Discord.
shit show.
Yep, that, including some dope ass miniatures that Nexer has been painting that I just cannot get over the detail.
He's so good at painting minis. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's
I don't get
breathtaking,
it.
to be honest.
They're so teeny tiny, and then the detail.
Like the detail on those is far beyond what it has any business being. And it
He's
blows
really
my
good
mind.
at getting in the nooks and crannies, if you know what I mean.
And on
Start
that
leg
note,
spreading.
we should go before there's a lawsuit again. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.